So, servus, 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 servus. Warum funktioniert denn das jetzt eigentlich gerade nicht hier? Ah, jetzt. Entweder leckt jetzt mein Handy oder es leckt das Internet. So. 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 Wer ist denn reingekommen? Danke für den Like. So. Hm. So. Warum ist hier auf einmal so warm, ja? Ich glaube doch, mein Internet leckt. So, wo bleiben die? Guten Tag, wer ist reingekommen? Äh, wenn jetzt hier keine Leute reinkommen, dann zock ich auch nicht, aber zocken. Ja klar. So, wer ist denn hier reingekommen? Und wer schreibt denn jetzt nicht hier? Wer, danke für den zweiten Like, auf alle Fälle. Willkommen an alle Neuen. Willkommen. Falls ihr mitspielen wollt, sagt bitte Bescheid. Hi Alexander, hallo Neuer, hallo. Bin ich neu. Ja, ich hab's nicht gesehen, ja. Marc, was geht bei dir so? Habt ihr alle schon geliked? Wollte ich schon wieder nicht. Chillen bei dir. Ja, auch nix. Ich gehe gleich mal, was heißt gleich? Vielleicht in so einer halben Stunde gehe ich mal hier an den Automat. Kannst hier auch vorbeikommen, eine rauchen. Alles klar. Hä? Boah, das war perfekt. Das war wirklich perfekt geschossen. Da war alles perfekt. Was denkst du dir, ha? Was denkst du dir? So. So. Hi Tyler, wie geht's dir? Alles gut? Jungs, liken, bitte. Bitte. Hi, Herokätzchen. Hi, Lennart. Wie geht's euch? Seid ihr gleich dabei? Ein bisschen zocken. Aber bevor ihr erst müsst ihr ja liken, ne? Was soll denn das jetzt hier eigentlich? Danke für die 4 Likes, Jungs. Hab ich schon längst. Ja, ja. Jetzt gerade hast du. Vielleicht ist hier einer dran. Wie macht man das, dass man hier so drin ist? Warte mal. Ah, jetzt bin ich hier drin. Und dann aufmachen, hier zum Beispiel. Oder hier zumachen, hier aufmachen. Hier zumachen, hier aufmachen. Hier aufmachen. Oder beides zumachen. Hier aufmachen. Ah, jetzt ist... Okay, okay. Guck dir, darf nicht zocken, hab schon zu viel, okay? Schade, schade, Lennart. Das war ich nicht, bevor ich geschrieben habe. Na klar, das war's da. So. So ist es so. Hier, falls jemand kommt hier, macht man so. So. Statt so mache ich jetzt mal so. Kann ich hier so hoch? Wenn nicht, dann mache ich wieder runter. Und wenn ich auf diese Seite mache ich so. Oh ja, Mann. Oder so. Auf diese Seite. So. 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 Boah, ey, habt ihr gesehen? Können wir Objektjagd mit allen spielen? Ja, aber dafür sind wir zu wenige, Alex. Aber das müssen wir aber echt mal machen. So. Tack. Machen wir so. Machen wir so. Machen wir so. Machen wir wieder so. Machen wir so. Machen wir wieder so. 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 Oh. Danke. Das wird aufgefüllt. Wie? Was meinst du? Was meinst du? Was wird aufgefüllt? Ah? Ist hier irgendein Gegner, den ich kurz mal auf die Schnelle töten kann? Oh shit. Ja, Mann, ich gehe hier hoch. Bitte, bitte, bitte. Boah. Hallo. Wie? Ey, die Shotgun ist so scheiße, Mann. Wusa. Dreck. So. So, also. No 87. Alles klar. Kann ich mitspielen? Klar, Alex, kannst du machen. Guck mal hier. Wer ist hier online? Krass. Wie süß, der heißt der Hallo. Der heißt der Hallo Abi.
Ich kann jetzt sagen, wie du Custom Games machen kannst. Ich hab das jetzt so.
What? Bisschen langsamer reden, ich verstehe deinen Akzent nicht so.
Ich hab dir auf Twitch geschrieben oder auch bei YouTube, dass man Custom Games einfach irgendeinen Code eingeben können dann die anderen Zuschauer den A eingeben und dann sind der in unserem Match.
Ach, ja, ich weiß, was du meinst, aber diesen Code bekommt man, ich glaube, erst ab, keine Ahnung, 100 oder äh, so Unterstützern. Deswegen. So. Aber ganz ehrlich, jetzt werden mal hier welche gelöscht. Oder?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Oh. Okay. Tyler, bist du noch da? Tust du irgendwo deine Streams ankündigen? Oh, scheiße, das habe ich ja gar nicht gesehen. Nee, falls du da bist, nee, das mache ich manchmal. Boah.
Schon meine Essenz wieder hochgestellt.
So. Irgendwas liegt hier am Handy. Macht geht nicht. Was ist das ja? So.
Bin null eingespielt.
Ja, jetzt kommen die Ausreden.
Ich bin echt nicht eingespielt. Ich hab
Sag-
vorher, wow, eine Runde mit meinem Freund gespielt.
Sagen nämlich alle.
Auch nicht
Ja.
bin auch nicht eingespielt, aber das juckt ja eh keinen, weil ich sowieso schlecht bin.
Ja, guck, jetzt kommt der auch gerade mit eingespielt. Jeder, sobald die immer sterben, sagen die, ja, ich bin noch nicht eingespielt, wart noch ab.
Ich bin
Was
echt
hast du
nicht eingespielt.
Was hast denn du in deinem einem Stream heute gesagt, als du das die warst?
Ich weiß nicht, ich hab gesagt, ich bin nicht eingespielt.
Oh,
Ja, dann kann man wenigstens nicht sagen, ja, du bist schlecht oder so, weißt du? Sag ich, nee, ich war nicht eingespielt.
Ich hab die gefragt wegen den Anziehen, ganz nur für den Spaß. Und viele? Wo ist der?
Ich habe jetzt 2 geholt, aber es hat gerade voll geleckt, ey.
Warum habe ich keine Waffe?
Ja.
Ich versuche zu dir zu kommen.
Okay. What, you got hack? What the fuck? Ich hab hack? Aber Tim, stimmt da nicht?
Es sieht nicht gerade uneingespielt aus.
Ich will einschwören. Die Film ist richtig eingespielt. Ich noch nicht vorhanden bin. Oh,
Alter, ich hab nichts zu bauen. Darf ich mitspielen? Hi Feuervogel, wenn du geliked hast, kannst du gerne mitspielen, aber falls du nicht geliked hast. Jetzt kommt, ich bin nicht eingespielt, ne?
ich bin eh nicht eingespielt. Das ist meine 5. Runde.
Ah, 5. Runde ist auch meine 2. Runde erst. Oh ja, habe ich. Ja, jetzt gerade hast du gemacht. Sehr gut.
Ich hab wohl einfach einen Fake gemacht.
What hast? Du kommst aus
Einfach
Schweiz, ne?
Na,
Woher sonst?
Österreich.
Oha, redet man so in Österreich?
Ja. Eigentlich nur ich.
Das ist ja richtig hart. Also wenn ich als Deutschländer nach Österreich gehe, dann geht's nicht. Ja, und bei Nico höre ich mich direkt doppelt.
Oha!
Direkt.
War das von leise? Ja, ich habe ja halt kein Headset.
Ja, was hast du dann?
Ich habe PS4-Kamera von der VR-Brille, darüber kann man auch reden.
Das
Wir
Beste
cheaten
ist,
wir immer.
ich bin jetzt Stufe 11 beim Battle Pass.
Echt? Grad mal? Uah. Immer noch doppelt.
Jo.
Ich komm rein, Abi meckert direkt.
Ja. Direkt.
Jo.
Bevor ich mitspielen kann, brauche ich Headset. Warum, Lennart? Du brauchst kein Headset. Du kannst immer mitspielen. Ist doch nicht schlimm.
Ich war gerade eben die ganze Zeit im Pool.
Du warst bestimmt
Nice.
im Sandkasten.
Nee, den haben wir weggeschmissen.
Und
Ich war
hast
gerade einen Pool. Ich hab richtig
Ja, wir haben
geile
diesen Pool. Wir haben einen 8 Meter Pool.
Echt nochmal glaube ich einen mit dem Pool.
Ich bin Rich Kid.
das ist ein Kleinkind, eher gesagt. Der spielt in meinem Sandkasten, baut so Burg und so, weißt du?
Das Beste ist, ich habe eine Fortnite-Badehose.
Was?
Ich habe eine Fortnite-Badehose.
Klar ist aber besser. Ja, aber ist nicht schlimm. Also falls du mitspielen willst, Lennart, kannst du gerne mitspielen. Das ist nicht schlimm, aber wenn du ein Headset hast oder auch kein Headset hast. Weißt du?
Wohin? Das gute alte, das die Spaß.
Dusti.
Dann kann man ja mit der Community, das noch mitspielen können, ja Objektejagd spielen, weil es wird sich auffüllen.
Ja klar. Ja, auffüllen ist halt. Ja, die Runden dauern halt lange. Boah, hier ist überall keine Waffe, ja.
Ich hab eine Waffe. Ich hab sogar 2 Waffen.
Bei mir ist Gegner in PXD. Nein! Nein, Hero-Kätzchen, nein.
Wo seid
Jo,
ihr?
jo, genau, es wird schwarzes Backpack. Das ist bei Hero-Kätzchen. Es muss der Herz. Du kannst jetzt hinten pushen, ne? Er ist unter der Treppe. Er ist bei Hero-Kätzchen unter der Treppe.
Jo, ich komme! Hä?
Was ist denn das? Hey, Mann. Hey, Hero-Kätzchen. Hero-Kätzchen ist bis down.
Komm mal her. Boah, der ist hier. Alter, sorry, aber das ging nicht.
Ja, ist nicht so.
Das ist schlimm gekommen.
Ich geh dich wiederbeleben, Hero.
Zumindest eine Waffe für mich.
Boah, der ist fast tot eigentlich, ne?
Wer?
Dieser eine Typ hier unten.
Den habe ich doch schon längst geholt.
Ach so, warum sagst du nichts?
Hey! Alles klar. Du meinst doch diesen schwarz Eis?
Nee, dieser No-Skin.
Hab ich.
Ich verdiene sogar die Pussy.
Ich habe ihn gar nicht gesehen. Hä, wann ist der denn zu mir? Ich habe den gar nicht gesehen. Wow. Er gibt mir nicht mal einen Hit. Boah, wie schlecht.
So, Abi?
Ja.
Jetzt ist das so einer aus dem Stream so. Ach, er hatte keine Muni. Oh. Hier, warte. Hier, komm her.
Warte, bevor du das reinknallst, schauen wir noch kurz hier nach. Okay,
Ich bin der beste Spieler.
Hast du, kleine Munition für mich? Danke. Wow.
ja, ich schaff nicht mehr.
Danke.
Ja, du hast gefragt, ich hab dir gegeben.
Oh, Sniper Moon. Danke. Danke trotzdem. Hast du Pumpgun Moon?
Nee, ich hab nur 8 Spice.
Was war denn hier drin?
Doch nie.
Hä? Oh, Schattengrenades!
Bin wieder da, wir fahren gerade nach Hause. Alles klar, Tyler, wenn du dann wieder da bist, dann zocken wir was anderes hier.
Jetzt wirst du auch COD zocken?
Ne, ich hol mir jetzt bald PS Plus. Und ja, dann zock ich GTA und so. Auch Jason, der Gamer, kennt mich noch. Ich glaube, ich kenne dich noch, ja? Klar.
Jetzt hast du kleine Muni, ich hab's gesehen.
Abi, dafür.
Danke. Meins auch hätte ich nicht gesehen, ne?
27 Tage komme ich leider nicht zu deinen Streams, weil ich fahr Urlaub.
Du, 2 Wochen gehst in Urlaub?
Ja, nach Ägypten.
Was ist?
Zu deinen Streams. Was so wie ausgerastet bin, weil der Revolver ist gut war.
klaust mir immer meine Metz.
Ich war der Junge da.
Hauptsache es ist nicht Face.
Am Dach, am Dach. Am Dach ist jemand.
Ja, ach so, ja.
Warte, ich will den pushen.
Jemand hat gejumpt, jemand hat ihn pushen.
Ey, wer hat die jetzt geholt?
Die sind einfach rüber. Pass auf.
Ach, und ich war schon. Okay, wie war's, Tyler?
Nein! Ich habe ihn nicht gesehen.
Ja, nein! Oh, ich bin so weit.
Ich habe ihn nicht gesehen. Nein! Geh du holen. Eine schöne Waffe.
Sehr gut, Tyler. Oh, baut mal. Ach so, nee.
Oh, Medkit! Meine Rettung!
Warte,
Meine Rettung!
Hero-Kätzchen, ich geb dir 3 Stück. Oder habt ihr alle Medikits?
Ich hab 2.
Okay, gut, gib Hero-Kätzchen.
Ich hab Verbände.
Danke. Gönn dir das Mini. Sag nicht, du hast jetzt die Pump von unten gegönnt, bitte nicht, oder? Hast du dir die Pump, die epische gegönnt?
Nee, ich hab
Okay.
Da liegt er.
Ja, die meine ich ja.
So.
Ah, nee, du hast sie doch liegen gelassen. Boah, beste Waffe im Spiel, Kampfschrotflinte. Ey, hier liegen noch mehr Bälle.
Klar. Ey, Elite-Agentin, was für eine Stundenwache hast du?
Ein grünes.
Mit so einem Tauschen goldenes Lagenwerker. Okay.
Ja, kannst du behalten.
Nee, ich bin schlecht.
Ist doch egal.
Nee.
Ich bin nicht so wie andere, die immer andere Waffen haben wollen, nur weil die geiler sind. Ich kann mit jeder Waffe spielen.
Ach so,
Aber
du
ich bin
bist Pro-Gamer also.
Hahaha. Nein. Kumpel von mir war nicht gestern auf der Weltmeisterschaft. Nein. Ich hätte mich auch mitentscheiden können, ob ich mitkomme, aber ich hatte keine Lust. Dann gucke ich lieber Abis Stream.
No. Jetzt wolltest du süß sein, ne?
Was ist?
Jetzt wolltest du gerade süß sein.
Nein.
Ich
bin böse.
Ich hab eine Sturmwaffe. Ein Sturmspringer.
Dein Sieg, kannst du die Markierung wegmachen? Danke.
So.
Hat jemand einen Sniper? Oh. Darf ich die?
Okay.
Kriegst du die Steinpistole?
Nimm dir aber die Steinstoß, das ist nicht mehr.
Die Steinschuss ist voll gut.
Okay, nett.
Yeah, wer will die? Gönnt euch mal
Da kommen welche?
Hier, wow.
Warte, wie ist das?
Da sind, glaube ich, irgendwo gelandet welche.
Ja, da oben sind welche. Hat nötig einen. Ja. Oh, yo!
Okay, der fliegt weg. Er fliegt Richtung... Da.
Richtung Dorf.
Hero, nicht hin, Hero. Wieder runter. Bevor jeden Abi. Wo ist Abi?
Oh. Hey, das warst du ja.
Ich hab jemanden mit...
Der eine ist überlaufen.
Boah, der hat mich.
Ich hab jemanden...
Hier unten ist auch einer.
Nein! Oh, ich wollte auf Nummer sicher gehen. Ah, ich war.
Ach so, das waren zwei Teams.
Ja.
Ich dachte, es war ein Team.
Schade.
Das ist ja eh klar.
Das Komischste ist,
Das war meine erste Runde heute, also.
Ja.
um 5 Uhr kann ich ausreden.
Ja, ja. Sobald man
Nein,
stirbt,
das meine
immer.
ich nicht mehr, das meine ich nicht mehr eine Ausrede, weil er eben gesagt hat, ich bin nicht also dass er nicht eingespielt ist, deswegen habe ich das gesagt.
Eieieiei. König
Abi, hast du schon die Geburtstagsaufgaben
Meran, wie
gemacht?
geht's dir? Alles gut? Nee, nee.
Die solltest du aber machen, ne?
Ja, hat noch Zeit, 4 Tage. Hat noch
Wenn du
alles
meinst.
Zeit, ja klar.
Matthias, schau mal im Chat.
So. Bei mir läuft's und bei dir? Danke auch, König.
Neuer
Was machst du Schönes?
Oh, mit Pumpgun. Hero, weißt du,
Wie
dass
heißt
du
du
während
auf
der
Epic?
Spitzhacke sehr leicht gesehen werden kannst und dass die eine eigene Rage hat?
So heißt ich auf Epic. König, hast du schon geliked und abonniert?
Wie du willst.
Aua.
Hast du
Liken und abonnieren, mein Lieber. Nicht bisschen Fortnite, dies, das, okay?
an, ey.
Vielen Dank für den Like, Digga.
Mama, die gucken, machst hier Kätzchen haben.
Und vielen Dank für den Abo.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Nur halt kurz mal schwitzen.
Ja,
So,
richtig schwitze, ne?
wenn
Ja.
wir schwitzen?
Ja, ihr habt doch eher nichts drauf.
Ah, Abi.
Hatten ja schon mal ein 3 gegen 1 gemacht, ihr 3 gegen mich und ihr habt so kassiert gegen mich. Boah,
Hä? Wann?
weiß es nicht mehr.
Da war ich aber nicht bei.
Doch, doch.
Dann machen wir jetzt nochmal. Okay.
Aber jetzt leckt's nicht mehr, ne?
Hast du eine Waffe für mich?
Guck mal, wo landet Hero-Kätzchen? Oder wer ist
Ja,
orange?
Egal, ich hab mal.
Jump.
Meint ihr einfach, wir haben nichts drauf? Kommst du mit, Enzi?
Ich hab gerade für Nico statt Nico AbiNator.
Jetzt sag nicht, du hast mir ihn abgestaubt. Nicht abstauben, bitte. Abi,
Was nicht. Ja, nice, Grüße.
dein Loot.
Wir müssen mal zu Hero-Kätzchen, da hinten sind Gegner.
Warte,
Kannst du mir den Biggie
Hi
geben?
Titan-Player, wie geht's?
Ah! Danke für den Abstau.
Ich bin schlecht in Fortnite, weil ich einen schlechten PC habe, aber es läuft nur mit 20 FPS.
Oh, da liegt ja der
Außerdem
Wege für
habe
mich.
ich kein Mikro. König Miriam, Meran, bei mir ist es kein Problem. Egal ob du schlecht bist. Bei mir gibt es eh kein schlecht oder gut oder King oder sonst was.
Er meint nur, dass er der King ist.
Ja.
Hat jemand Pumpgun Moon für mich? Ich hab einen Schuss.
Also bei mir darf jeder mitspielen.
Außer Face.
Außer so Noobs wie, ja, wie heißt der? Wie heißt dieser Noob? Kennt ihr den auch?
Ja.
Kennt ihr diesen einen Noob? Danke auch, gut Titan.
Hast du Pumpgun Moon für mich? Lass mir Pumpgun Moon geben, Daisy. Danke. Hast du auch für mich, Hero?
Er farmt mal schnell von uns Mimo.
Danke.
Ich hab gesagt,
Schweimex. Was meinst du?
ich raste aus.
Ach so, er meint den Noob Trimax. Aber Trimax ist besser geworden. Guck dir mal die Videos von früher an von denen. Da ist einer.
Richtig schlecht.
Wo denn?
Jetzt soll ich gucken.
Ah, da hinten. Hä, wo wirfst denn du das jetzt hin? Ach so.
4 Reihe, 5 Reihe, 6 Reihe. Ey, nicht abstauben, Abi! Hier abstauben.
Oh, der hat mich gekillt.
Also!
Ciao. Ja, ich finde die Waffe einfach voll kacke.
Genau, geht Wiederbelebungsgemehrheit.
Hilfe! 27 MP. Los!
Was geht denn jetzt hier ab eigentlich?
Hero, ich komme. Och, erfüllen. Dieser Noob! Mann. Geh mal Hero Kätzchens Karte holen, denn sei. Muss man hier immer alles.
Schnell, halt.
Boah, ihr packt es eh nicht.
Och, du Verbände.
Nee, guck mal, wo die Zone ist.
Easy, ich hab noch 13 Verbände.
Deswegen haben wir ja Jetpacks und haben das da. Und ich habe ein Lagerfeuer. Nimm das Jetpack, damit wir schneller. Oh.
Einfach pushen. Shit, der Tweet verkackt, müssen nochmal Leute rein.
Geh doch da rein, die Nase!
Ihr gebt damit Verbände? Anna? Okay.
Nee. Oder?
Du hast es schon
Nee.
viel, aber.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ich krabbel in die Zone. Hä? Wie lange ich überlebt habe? Geh mich einfach heil. Ich krabbel in die Zone und heil mich dann. Warte. Danke. Ich hab ein Lagerfeuer.
Wir können ja mal dann 3 Verbände.
Danke. Aber wir packen's ja nicht, Abi.
Hey, ich stirb doch eh gleich.
Ja.
Ja, okay, schon laufen.
Komm.
Lass einfach. Das schaffen wir easy.
Da oben ist einer.
Wo?
Wo können wir?
Lass einfach zu
Sollen wir die,
Boden,
lass die
damit
wieder. Ah nee, lass die in Tilted wiederbringen.
wir-
Haben wir von beiden die Karte? Ja, ne?
Ja.
Ja, haben wir. Lass ihn tötet wiederbeleben. Da pusht einer hin, scheiße.
Wie war es noch, wie es so richtig kurz war, mit meinem Freund auf PC-Lobbys gezockt haben, easy. Frosty Flight gegangen, 2 OGs bei mir als Gegner. Heilambo.
Mach du. Ich beschütze. Okay. Ey! Bau doch!
Nein, kämpf,
Hallo, bau!
kämpf.
Ich kann nicht. Hallo Mats. Warte mal, schlecht.
Wo haben die denn geschossen?
Soll ich mal morgen?
Abi, genau. Hero, wir fliegen hoch.
Kommt jetzt mal jemand nicht da? Ja, wieder nicht. Ich kann Mats.
Jo, pass auf! Ich sagte doch, pass auf, das ist eine Falle. Hab ihn.
Nice. Ich hab die Karte. Du musst noch. Nein, er hat zwei.
Nee, ich hab das.
Pass auf.
Hast du ihn, Abi?
Nee, der ist fast tot. Ein Hit noch.
Nein! Ich konnte. Ja, danke, heil mich schnell.
Kein Miet. Ich hab noch 2 Sitze.
So, dein sie ist auch noch. Wir haben Hero jetzt ins Karte, also können wir Hero.
Darf ich nächste Runde mitspielen? Klar, kannst machen.
Heil mich schnell! Warte.
Was hatte ich eben noch gerade gesagt? Ihr
Lass
seid,
ein Like da!
ohne mich wärt ihr gestorben.
Alles klar.
So, weißt du?
Oder wenn ich mir auch einmal Teamketten hätte. Nein,
Oh, wir müssen los, ne?
Ja, nehmen wir dieses Teil hier.
Oh mein Gott, mein Chat weg. Mein Gott, mein Chat weg.
Und hier hoch jetzt auf den Berg, da können wir uns... Oh nein, doch nicht auf den Berg, doch, oder? Nein, doch.
So, wer ist denn alles jetzt hier drin eigentlich? Im Stream.
Und
Einer von euch geht Hero für Leben? Ja, okay, ich los.
Ciao. Christoph Eisenheich, Nicke, auch, Bro, habt ihr eine FA geschickt? Moment, Digga. Ich schreib dir gleich meinen Namen rein.
Mama her.
Nein! Ein Fisch! Wie? Oh. Er ist schlecht, er ist so schlecht!
Boah, ey, hier ist noch einer. Ey, kommt mal schnell hier hin. Finish den erstmal.
Nein, sie finish den!
Ja, finish den. Ja.
Danke. Und jetzt passt unter dir auf. Er hat 1 HP. Tschüss!
Da ist mein Epic-Name, Jungs. Ihr könnt den adden. Aber bevor ihr mich addet, müsst ihr liken und abonnieren. King Meran hat schon geliked und abonniert. Auf alle Fälle stabil. Bin wieder zu Hause, perfekt. Dann ist Tyler auch am Start. Da kommen nochmal 3 Leute dazu.
Das heißt wohl kreativ, ne?
YouTube geht immer
Ja.
on.
Danke für den 8. Like. Wer hat gerade eben geliked? Der muss ich schreiben.
Aber ich mach auf kreativ.
Ja, kreativ ist jetzt auch besser.
Die anderen Leute können ja einfach weiter.
Danke für den 9. Like auch.
Mach einfach auffüllen.
Ich, Bro. Oh, sehr gut. Auch abonniert?
Twitch,
Oh mein Gott,
Wie bitte?
World Cup 6 Minuten.
wegen Twitch, mein Handy ist schon 2 Jahre alt und ich bekomme bald ein neues, vielleicht geht's da drauf besser.
Ah, ich weiß nicht, woran das liegt. Vielleicht
Ich hab
Update
dann
oder so.
einen Titel.
Christoph, abonnieren. So, einmal. Und das war Christoph, ne? Nick 30. So.
Ja, aber jetzt kommt jeder eine, der was schon noch abonniert und
Ja, da fehlt noch einer, der hat jetzt abonniert, ja.
Spielen wir eigentlich Objektjagd oder
Was soll ich spielen?
was ist denn halt der tagtägliche
Na, ich weiß nicht. I don't know.
Aber wenn ich den Skin schon sieht, blau mit
So,
aus.
ich lade euch schon mal ein. Ich gehe aber dann erstmal eine rauchen. Warte mal.
Dann mach aber schon mal kreativ rein und bereit.
Nö. Genau wegen dieser Aussage nicht.
Abi,
Ja?
wenn
Oha!
du dir PS Plus geholt hast, bekommst du auch kostenlose Skins.
Ja, aber die Skins spielen für mich eigentlich die kleinste Rolle. So, wer ist jetzt gerade reingekommen? Nick 30 ist reingekommen und mehr dann kann nicht reden. Ist aber nicht schlimm.
Aber einige Skins werden selten von PS
Ja.
Plus.
Hier Jungs, habt ihr schon einen Creator eingetragen?
Ja.
Ja.
Wen
bei
denn?
YouTube, nein, Spaß.
Wen denn?
AbiNator.
AbiNator.
Jungs, die zwei neuen, falls ihr auch einen Creator eintragen würdet, wäre es korrekt. Ihr müsst euch nichts kaufen oder sonstiges. Es geht mir rein ums Custom Games. Es ist AbiNator, alles groß geschrieben. Mit einem I. Damit ich hier bald mal Custom Games machen kann, weil Custom Games ist viel geiler. Da mache ich von mir aus jeden Tag Custom Games, so, weißt du?
Ich mag so gern, aber ich mag das so gern was schenken. Ich mag
Nee.
so gern dir das Banner schenken. Okay,
Ah, egal. So, ich gehe jetzt eine rauchen. Solange könnt ihr alle mal eine Runde aktualisiert oder eintragen.
ja, ich sehe gerade okay, Bro im Chat. Ich muss dir nach einem anderen Account machen, aber dabei. Also vor jedem unseren AbiNator Kätzchen.
Ja.
Auf was sprichst du Fortnite?
Switch. Und du auch.
Ja.
Das kann man nämlich.
Ich habe gestern auf Switch gespielt mit dir, die gefällt.
Ich hab's bemerkt. Ich kann die jetzt immer noch schnell starten auf Switch.
Oh, es ist ein World Cup beginnt gleich. In 50 Sekunden. Ne?
Wer will den Skin haben, der sagt jetzt.
Jetzt.
Okay, warte, ich schenke ihn dir.
Oh,
Jetzt. Nein,
Den World Cup. Wer hat jetzt gesagt?
niemand.
ich 30. Assi.
Welchen Skin meinst du eigentlich?
Ich geh raus, aber ohne Zigaretten. Geil.
World
Komm
Cup
gleich wieder.
Kämpfer.
Oh, World Cup Insel.
10 Sekunden bis zum FN World Cup.
Oh,
Wo steht das?
steht doch oben unter der Anzeige, auf was du für einen Server spielst.
Bei mir nicht. Oh, ich kann bei den World Cup. Ich kann bei den Tour World Cup mitmachen.
Oh, alles klar.
Geil.
Spannende Musik.
Das Spiel ist finde ich geil.
Alle mal bitte auf Spandau drücken.
Bandau.
Jungs, was willst du zu essen?
Was?
Burger? Warte, ich mach die kurz ein. Hier, da hast du deinen Burger. Hast du eine Animation, wie du den isst?
Ich kapier's nicht. Ich habe zwar selber 2 Burger, aber
Oh mein Gott, wie viele Punkte hat ihr bei dem Burgerspiel?
Wie bitte? Wie bitte?
Endfan.
Ich hab den der Burger
Oh shit.
und den der Burger. Und den. Von HP.
oh, sie reden.
Oh, durchgespielt. Das Video lebt noch immer.
Welches Video? Ich dachte gerade, AbiNator wurde live getötet.
Jo, Kätzchen,
Ja,
als du Mod geworden bist, ne?
ja. Was ist da?
Der Abi hat mir das auf Instagram geschrieben, dass ich dir das nicht sagen soll, dass du auf jeden Fall Mod wirst.
Ah ja.
Dein Netz auch nicht sagen.
Alles klar.
Spurs ist richtig geil.
Will jemand auch Mod von euch werden?
Ja,
So, jetzt geht's
Dann sei aktiv.
hier los.
ich bin aktiv.
Aber
Abi, entscheid-
irgendwie wäre es dann blöd, wenn jeder Mod ist. Wie wär's ja nichts
So.
Besonderes mehr so.
Das Abi hat doch
Also
gesagt,
bei
das ist
Twitch,
egal, wenn jeder Mod
als bei Twitch hat niemand. Also bei Twitch hat
Man
niemand
kann
geliked.
generell nur eine bestimmte Anzahl an Mods machen. Also.
Der FN World Cup ist gestartet.
Oh, ich muss jetzt mal und schauen. Ah. Krass aus.
Oh,
Ich mag jetzt echt den World Cup schauen. Es dauert wieder noch 10 Jahre. Ich öffne immer YouTube. Das Blödeste ist, ich habe jetzt Lootball Oberlohn. Ich mag mir was mit Könnt. Ich kann nichts. Oh. Ich mache wieder den arabischen mit.
Ja.
Lex.
next.
Oh shit, ich kann ja nicht. Weil ich auf mit online kaufen.
Warte, guck mal.
Habt ihr die chinesische Map angemacht? Hi Jona, wie geht's dir? Alles gut?
Jana.
Mit Jana?
Ja?
Ich weiß nicht, die kommt auch nicht mehr so oft.
Meine Mama heißt Jana.
Wie süß. Hey, hier hat jemand schon die Map angemacht?
Keine Ahnung.
Ja, es ist raus.
Warte.
Foxy könnte der immer verkackt. Ich spür was.
Ja, bei dir auch. Danke auch, Jona. Willst du mitspielen?
Was ist das denn?
Was ist das denn?
Das ist das Falsche.
Das ist
Aber
falsch.
du bist im Falschen.
Ja.
Lass einfach kurz sehen schon.
Hier ist die arabische. Nee, die hier ist jetzt
Nicht
ganz
die arabische.
Hey, die
Nein.
da hinten ist auch verschwunden.
Lass sie mal hier rausgehen. Alle raus hier.
alles klar.
Hier ist die arabische.
Ich habe die arabische gar nicht gesehen, weil die haben sich alle Portale aufgelöst.
Hier.
Ah, jetzt ist sie da.
Ja.
Ja, Hä, die Klinik.
Jona, willst du mitspielen? Hast schon geliked, Jona.
Ich ist das. Kenn ich gar nicht. Gibt es hier auch alle Waffen?
Keine Ahnung.
Ist nur
So weh.
Aber du hast die Map noch reingemacht. Du musst es wissen.
Was? Nimmst du die Waffen? Komplett dumm.
Abi hat
Im
gesagt, wir werden alle
bitte.
Chips zu viel, zu dritt.
Ich wette, Abi
Also
kleppt
müssen
mit
wir
Dauer.
jetzt Ehre nehmen.
Akademie.
Nein.
Abi kleppt mich jetzt eh Dauer.
Man darf hier so
Besonders
nicht
im
angreifen. Merkt euch das.
Im Spawn nicht angreifen. Hier gibt's doch überhaupt keine Claps.
Wie groß ist die Map?
Ich sag
Die-
jetzt Clap und nicht Trap.
Ey, nicht hier drin angreifen. Der hat mich abgesnackt. Oha. Man darf
Dieser
es nicht halten.
Jungs. Map.
Bei wem leckt es auch?
Bei mir leckt nur deine Sprache gerade.
Ja.
Blablabla.
Nee, ich möchte nicht mitspielen, okay? Schade, schade.
Woher wusste ich, dass du kommst? Woher wusste ich das nur? Und ich wollte dich trappen, aber es leckt halt.
Hä? Wo gibt's denn hier Traps? What do you mean?
Es gibt keine Traps zur Nase.
Boah.
Ja, komm. Komm.
Warum schießt die nicht so schnell wie im Battle Royale?
Ach, woher hast du diese Waffe? Bei mir gab's diese Waffe gar nicht. Wie lange streamst du noch? Vielleicht noch eine Stunde, Jona.
Das heißt eine Stunde mit Abnutzung.
Ja.
Na, du hast mich gesniped. Das gibt Rache. Wieso kann es nicht? Immer wenn... Ey, ich kann nicht bauen, es laggt. Ja, ich habe 137er Ping. Puh.
Easy mit 9. Das war aber der Sniper noch lang.
Haha, Daddy. Was?
Headshot.
Genau scoped. Okay, das heißt, ich muss Geschütze auffahren. Hero, Headshot.
Nee. Doch, kein Headshot.
Ah, jetzt.
Ich habe gerade durch die Treppe
Warum
geschossen.
stoppst du mir den ab?
Was, weil du drin gejagt bist. Das gibt's doch.
Ich hab's gesehen, ich bin gerade übel rumgelwagt.
Digga, erst
Kann man Nico Twisten.
Hey, der lädt auf einmal nach. Aber ich habe mich extra killen lassen, so. Sagen wir, man muss runtergehen, um zu kämpfen.
Muss man
Abi ist
doch auch.
egoistisch geworden.
Warte. Ich bin gerade einfach durch dich gelaufen, auf einmal steht da, wurde eliminiert. Ich dachte mir nur so, okay.
Das war ein Headshot No Scope, by the way.
Das war kein No-Scope.
Doch. Das war ein No Scope.
Oh, schade.
Warum sprayst du mich?
Du hattest so wenig Leben!
AbiNator hat dich eben geklappt. Genauso wie er jetzt den anderen hier klappen wird.
Man darf nicht bauen oben, ne? Weil sonst stört das. Ah! Hero! Kannst du sterben?
Nee.
Danke!
Nein, mit Leute schauen auf.
AbiNator staubt dich ernsthaft noch ab. Wenn er jetzt auch noch den Feuer King dort abschießt.
Was? Es leckt so! Warte, ich hab 304, 305, aber, 900, okay.
Sprachen lernen mit Bubble.
Ich hasse den Spray.
Nein, es hat sich gerade die ganze Zeit geändert, deswegen.
Äh,
Aua.
nein, er kommt. Das ist ein
Ich bin halt am Dreck.
Er kumpelt! Aua. Da kommt damit der MT aussieht in der Video.
Wieso stirbst du nicht?
Digga, ich schieße nur.
Bitte.
Moin.
So.
Ciao. Mann.
Danke.
Warum drückst du mir Headshot?
Ja, ich triff die ganze Zeit Headshot beim Laggen.
Nico hängt.
Schon wieder Headshot.
Ja, Nico.
Nico stoppt jeden ab.
Nico ist ein easy Kill, hallo? Was ist los hier?
Ich hab
Kann ich
13
mitspielen
Kills.
bei- bei
stimmt,
Urlaub?
ihr seid alle voll schlecht. Ich bin voll schlecht.
Klar kannst du mitspielen, Digga.
Es gibt gerade einfach einen Schluss.
Ich bin aggro, hast du schon geliked, Digga?
Was, er ist aggro? Wer ist aggro?
Nee, der heißt so.
Mann!
Ganz locker.
Warte, ich muss noch ein bisschen warten, damit der Ping runtergeht. Hallo, man darf hier drin nicht angreifen.
Drinnen darf man nicht angreifen, Jungs.
Lehrer hat mich angegriffen. Und der hat richtig
Du bist
kaputt.
privat.
Dein Ziel schießt von hier drin mit der Sniper, ist das erlaubt?
Wie heißt du? Ich bin aggro.
Aber er hat die jetzt nicht programmiert, was killt. Warum?
Was?
Die Kätzchen hat ihr fast von der grünen Achsen.
Geh zurück in die Arena.
Was? Ich hab gebaut!
Er hat mich angegriffen, bevor ich schon unten war.
Ja, hast du geliked.
Ich hab jemand.
Erst liken und dann werden die Personen eingeladen.
Nein! Er hat die so weg.
Hero. Tschüss, Hero.
Ich war nur so One-Hit, weil mir der scheiß Kill abgestoppt wurde. Von Nickel.
Ja, ich weiß. Abi kommt mir nicht. Aber ich habe halt wirklich die ganze Zeit einen scheiß Ding. Warum? Weil ich glaube, ich mache mein Handy aus. Weil ich versuche gerade den... Ach, egal.
Hä? Ich treff
Abi,
dich als...
Warum bist du gerade nicht Warum hast du gerade nicht gewonnen? Hä?
Ja, du hast
Wie
gehackt,
unlogisch ist
ne?
denn das?
Ja, ja.
Nein, ich hatte nur 10 Euro Aim-Maschinen an.
Danke für die 2 Likes, Jungs. Wer auch immer geliked hat. Guck mal, der arme Nick, der ist immer ganz oben.
Ja, der Arme.
Abi hat mich überholt mit 2 Kills.
Kam.
Das lasse ich nicht auf mir sitzen.
Doch, musste.
Ernsthaft, ich bin gegen die Wand geschossen.
Ich werde in der.
Abi wählen.
Boah. Hi, bist du um 20 on? Heiß auf Epic Arash. Um 20 Uhr, warte mal. Oh, ich weiß nicht, Digga.
Hallo? Was?
So. Sogar kein Internet.
Ich bin drin, Abi.
Ich weiß noch nicht.
Hast du gerade Amina Koyun gesagt?
Wer?
Wer?
Das hat sich so lustig angehört. Junge!
Ups.
Abi.
Was
Die
denn?
Waffe wechseln.
Abi?
Nein.
Spieler melden.
Wen?
Braucht der Kommunikation.
Hey, Abi, kannst du das Spiel beendet machen? Ich kann jetzt bearbeiten.
Man darf nicht
Moment.
angreifen, Daisy. Nein, du kannst nicht bearbeiten, weil du später reingekommen bist. Jetzt beenden wir dich deswegen.
Ah ja, nee, ich kann doch bearbeiten. Okay, noch lass mich killen. Ich bin ja ein Kind.
Boah, ich hatte 1 HP noch.
Jetzt
Mann,
hast
ich
du
hab eine
wieder
Fahne.
200.
Na.
Was ist
Aber
deine
Daisy, du bist ja
Fahne?
angeblich schlecht. Meh.
Ich bin schlecht. Ich bin jetzt no show. Ich
Du
bin
nicht!
wer? Ich bin noch nicht drin, was?
Daisy!
Was ist die Flagge? Was noch let's killen?
Also,
Ja.
Wieso kommst du immer von hinten hier?
Ich krieg immer andere Waffen hier.
Jetzt der Hacker dabei.
Oh, warte mal.
Akku voll weiß ein Hacker, Kapi.
Siehst du, wie es leckt?
Ich bin ein Hacker, oh, der ist nett.
Bye bye. Jemand kann nicht freaken, bitte.
Wo bist du? Oh, scheiße.
Das hat er mich schon geholt.
Ah, alles klar.
Sorry, zwei.
Und nicht tanzen. Tanzen
Ja, okay.
ist verboten.
Auch in-game? Abi? Auch in-game?
Ja, im In-Game.
Abi sind schlecht, oder?
Das kann doch nicht. Ah!
Ich kann doch nicht Warsteinern.
Hört mal auf, hier drin zu bauen. Wie soll man denn das dann bauen? Hier hat einer komplett die ganze Arena irgendwie zugebaut.
Na, Abi hab ich schon wieder gehackt.
Ja.
Ich hab Gold Zeit, Digga.
Abi?
Ja.
Ich muss aufhören.
Alles klar, dann bis zum nächsten Mal.
Ja, tschüss.
Ciao, ciao.
Passieren. Nick!
hat ein Hit. Wie heißt die? Oh, warte.
Melodion.
Oh, der.
Mann! Wie ich weggeflogen bin!
Wer heißt er? Hallo, Abi?
Abi! NATO!
Wer ist mehrere online?
Wie bitte?
Wer ist mehrere online?
Was?
Wer ist der eine
Guck auf
da?
dein
Der
Gesicht, Jungs.
Marian online.
Ach, Abi, komm schon!
Hater!
Ach, ein Hit hat.
So geht's mir bei dir, Abi.
Ja.
Noch ein.
Ich spiele mit euch hier so ein bisschen locker.
Ich auch. Es ist ganz locker.
Danke, dass wir auch immer nicht nachgeladen. Das noch.
Ah. Wer ist Nico Days?
Ich. Was bin ich?
Guck mal, wie Hero Kids den klaut.
Du bist tot.
Sorry.
Halt's Maul.
Tag, wie geht's? Alles gut bei dir? Musik bitte ausmachen.
Oh, wer ist das?
Ja.
Oh, Nick, Ehre genommen.
Bist du grad?
Es liegt so.
Ey, der Akku voll war das richtig schlecht, Leute. Lass ihn warten. Das so ernst.
Wer ist
Schweig. Akku voll war ich.
Hallo, ich hatte keine Waffe. Dank für den Like auf alle Fälle. Ich höre mich wieder doppelt. Wer ist das?
Nico Days küsst mich. Ich weiß nicht, ich hab's auch doppelt.
Mann, ich kann nicht. Oh, ich
Ja, nicht.
Ah, ja.
Da kommt Lobby.
Na, da-
Hier, der ist schlecht, der wo grad tanzt.
Oha!
Ja, der ist schlecht, wo grad mit dir tanzt, der da.
Guck mal, ich krieg immer das Baummenü.
Ich bin schlecht.
Was denn? Ich bin schlecht.
Hallo.
Nein, ich bin schlecht.
Wer,
Bitte Musik ausmachen.
Wer ist das so, Alter?
wer ist das?
Okay, jetzt kommt zweiter. Geleitet.
Musik geht. 30.
Mann, ich hab 500 Tapin. Man hört sogar an meiner Stimme, dass ich lagge.
Nee. Das ist tatsächlich.
Alter.
Digga, Musik aus.
Ist doch vorher.
Wer ist das?
Ich weiß nicht.
Akkus frei. Wenn die Musik
Wer ist?
Das war so mies, Abi. Ich schieße ihn von der Luft, gebe ihm Headshot, aber nein.
Wer ist anonym?
Hey, warte mal. Hier ist irgendjemand anders drin.
Was? Ivo, wenn du jetzt stirbst, ne?
Guck mal, was ein Hacker. Hey, ich wusste, dass Hero Kids den jetzt auf einmal schon hackt. Krass. Ja, ja.
Nein, hier, er hat einfach nur die Legs des Todes.
Achso, ich hab den nur.
mir ist Pause, Leute. Bei mir, bei Palma. Abi, kannst du mein Freund seine FA annehmen? Der will auch mitmachen. Da ist Pizza, Ton und Pizza. Der hat dir geschickt, kannst ihn annehmen. Das ist doch vielleicht.
Was?
Kannst du mein Freund seine FA annehmen? Da ist Pizza, Ton und Pizza. Da hat sich abonniert und geliked.
Ja, endlich!
Hat der abonniert und geliked? Das schau ich
hat
mal.
er. Ja, kannst du schauen. Ich weiß aber nicht, wie der jetzt auf Chat heißt. Der hat gesagt, er hat dich geliked und abonniert, aber ich weiß nicht, wie der jetzt so auf Chat heißt.
Ja, hat der, dann lad ihn doch ein.
Ja, okay. Ich habe ihn eingeladen, es geht aber nicht. Ich soll seine Erfahrung nehmen und ihn einladen, weil das ist deine Lobby und privat.
Oh, zweimal runterhalten.
Wir hatten schon gesniped und war immer noch bei den Lobby.
Guck mal!
Damit der
10 Jahre brauche ich.
Gut aussieht.
Hast du seine
Und ich
FA
dachte,
angenommen
wieso
und
bist du auch
angenommen?
so gut geworden?
Nee, noch
Hat
nicht.
er einfach sich aimbot?
Kannst du ihn annehmen, bitte?
Ach so, Moment. Wie heißt der Pizza? Hier, Pizza.
Pizza, Ton und Pizza. Okay, danke. Bist du killen? Ich frage ihn kurz was.
Moment.
Plaskova, ich muss dich stummen, bei mir wegen, es kann sein, dass wegen dir sogar leckt.
Ja. Und kannst du ihn dann auch bitte einladen, weil
Hab
das
ich.
jetzt nicht sein auskennt. Okay.
Ich hab den Hit in der Luft gegeben, Hero.
Hallo?
Hallo?
Ach, weil ohne mich ganz nicht. Als mein Freund, der
Jetzt haben
kennt
wir auch noch
ihn real
eine
life.
Pizza hier. Wer kommt denn noch alles? Salam?
Das ist mein Freund, Digga. Das ist Pizza, Ton und Pizza. Ich kenne ihn real life. Das ist aus wie eine Pizza. Ja, ja, ist das so, Digga. Okay, Ahmed.
Boah, ey, ein hat 20 HP oder so.
Ja, mein Freund ist beigetreten.
Und wer ist Chopper, Popper?
Seid ihr gut? Nee, gar nicht.
Aua.
Ja, aua, das stimmt. Ja. Das war halt ein bisschen...
Das war echt peinlich.
Ja, ich geb dir einfach den Header und hab nichts.
Du spielst auf Switch einfach nicht rein. Du hast schon mehrere.
Was sag ich?
Mehrere.
Ja, stimmt. Ich hab kein Aim.
Jo, halt Maul.
Ey, bei mir ist einfach unten das Video. Ahmed! Bei mir ist einfach Video. Ja, Ahmed tritt halt einfach die Lobby bei.
Wie viel im Hack? Ja.
Ahmed, wir killen jetzt jeden. Komm rein. Ah, es läuft.
Ja.
Sind Sie gut? Weiß nicht.
Ich versuche jetzt reinzusitzen, aber ich habe einen 130er Ping.
Leute, mein Freund und ich, wir sind Weltcup-Spieler.
Wir sind schlecht.
Ja, wir sind schlecht. Wir sind richtig schlecht.
Den da?
Ach, lass mich. Weißt du, wer du bist? Ah, das ist nicht so.
Pizza, das gibt so Rache.
Ja, ich und Pizza. Ey, ich und Pizza, wir sind die zwei Hard, wir sind Weltcup-Spieler. Weltcup.
Junge, ich hab grad 3 Cent. Ah, da bist du.
Ahmed, gibt's den da? Oh, Ahmed! Hast du gekillt? Ja, sorry, Ahmed. Ja, Ahmed, Ahmed.
Bei mir ist einfach ein Video.
Oh nee, er kennt mich auch noch.
Ich jetzt sterbe, ne? Oh mein Gott, ich hab 1 AP.
So Rache, ey. Ahmed, du weißt nicht, mein Weltcup-Spieler.
Genug.
Nur ein.
Hey, Abi, ich und Pizzaton, und Pizza, wir sind Weltcup-Spieler, weißt du?
Hier,
auch.
lass mal nur mit Sniper spielen, okay?
Abi,
Hier,
ich bin einfach
Sniper,
Beste.
doch.
Ey,
Ich würde gerne selber machen.
Nö, kann doch nicht wahr sein.
ich hab euch schon gesagt.
Das ist Spaß.
Welchen Outfit?
Skin ist
Ey, ich komme immer ins Baumenü, Mann. Bearbeiten.
No Skin, der Name hat.
Ja, weil du
Ja,
immer
ja,
dann
das
willst
Mensch,
du
ich
das
krieg
auf
nicht mehr. Ich geh mal mit.
Ja.
Aber das hast du selber so eingestellt.
Ja, aber ist auch besser.
Das kann nicht.
Das kann doch nicht wahr sein, Mann. Da rettet doch ein Mädchen, wer ist das? Das ist ein Mädchen.
Das ist kein
Ja,
Mädchen.
nee, weiß nicht.
Meinst du Nico oder was?
Das ist auch, Mann, ich hasse mein Mikro. Und ich bin im Stimmbruch, also als Maul. Ich hasse dich, Abi.
Ich hab dich gekillt. Jetzt kommt euch ein Mädchen. Ich hab dich getötet, nicht Abi.
Ich weiß, wer ein Mädchen ist. Das ist Akkus Falva, ist ein Mädchen.
Wofür? Ja, ich glaub's dir, ja. Ach, mehr geht nicht.
Pizza ist ein
Mädchen,
Mädchen.
glaub ich. Ja, ist doch so. Nein. Ja, ich kenn die echt der Mädchen aus. Ja.
Hey,
2 Kills?
Wieso? Es leckt so,
Gut,
Mann.
Ahmed.
Ich hab 500er Ping. Immer
Ich
noch.
auch.
Ah ja.
Ah ja, dafür gibt's ja Rot.
Warte, Junge, ich schick jetzt. Ach, nee, geht ja.
Ja, ich hab so Karma kassiert. Ey, du Kinderspieler, nee. 5 gegen 1. Was wollt ihr?
Mädchen namens Nico, was sollte das?
Ich hab
warum
meine
nennt es-
5er
Warum nennt sich Nico ein... Warum nennt sich das Nico? Das ist doch ein Mädchen, oder? Eine Blau?
Was hab ich gesagt? Ich seh nicht.
Mädchen.
Ich nicht.
Du hast sogar alles Mädchen.
Es gibt immer Headshots. Ich bin nicht so hyper.
Von Deutschland.
Ich hab 20 Kills. Ich hab mehr wie du, Ahmed. Ich hab mehr wie du, echt, Ahmed. Ein Mädchen. Ja, das ist ja. Ich bin Weltcup-Spieler, aber ich sterbe.
Wer benutzt hier Boogie Bombs? Das ist mies.
wer ist das? Boogie Bomb.
Pizza
Was ist die Fahne? Was ist die Fahne? Was macht die Fahne?
Ich bin Drift-Skin. Das ist Ding, Level 100 Skin. Ich hab kein Boogie Down.
Ich hab auch keinen Boogie Down.
Nein, der
Der wundert das Skin, aber ich habe keine einzige.
Ich schwöre,
Das kann nicht wahr sein, immer von beiden Seiten. Oh, ich hab 44 Kills.
Ich hab es bekommen.
Hä?
Einer, der es zugibt.
Pizza, Pizza, Pizza. Ich bin der Pizza, Pizza.
Mann, das kann nicht wahr sein.
Das kann doch nicht wahr sein. Michael, Abi.
Ist auch so bei euch, unten seht ihr so Videos.
Jetzt gerade nicht, nein.
Ja, was für Videos? What are you doing?
Bei mir ist einfach unten so ein kleines Viereck, Videos über Fortnite.
Danke.
Der World Cup.
Ja,
Bei mir, ich
das
hab das
ich
vielleicht,
bin
weil ich
dabei.
gestern zu viel
Ich bin im Weltcup dabei. Ich bin im Weltcup dabei.
Ich auch, weil bei mir
Ja, ich bin als Freund im Weltcup dabei. Wir sind nicht so 50 mit.
Hey, hey.
Abi, bist du auch dabei?
Ja, klar. Ich geh doch nach New York.
Abi, weißt du, Standard-Skill ist grad live? Wusstest du das?
ich wollte
Okay, du willst Pickaxe-Bälle, kannst du haben.
Ja, okay, ich mach mit. Okay, dann, okay. Ja, okay, ich kann haben. Ich will mitmachen. Akkufeuer will mitmachen. Aber ich bin Wo ist das Mädchen?
Ich sagte Pickaxe-Bälle. Hallo! Verstehst du
Wo
kein
ist
Deutsch?
Okay,
Wo ist
okay,
das,
komm,
wo ist das Mädchen? Wo ist das Mädchen? Wo ist das Mädchen?
Ja. Die ist tot.
Oh.
Abi, ich kenn dich, weil du ein YouTuber bist.
Ja, guck, ich krieg schon wieder.
Ich mag YouTuber töten.
Ich auch.
Ich habe schon 5 in ihr Live getötet.
Ich auch.
Ey, Elite Agenten, du kommst von hinten. Komm, sag's dir jetzt.
Ich bin bei Weltcup.
Ja,
Ich muss
okay,
schnell. Ja.
YouTuber. Ey, wo haut der ab?
Bitteschön.
Ahmed.
Junge, Hero, du bist so ein Hund, ne?
Leute, das darf man nicht.
Ey, Ding, Elite Agenten, bist du ein Mädchen oder ein Junge? Sei mal nicht ehrlich. Ey, ich hab den YouTuber gekriegt.
Hab's doch Ahmed. Ach,
Wow, wirklich jetzt cool.
Nein. Ist normal eigentlich.
Nein.
ich schau bei mir auch.
Elite Agenten, warum machst du? Ey, guck mal, YouTuber hier.
Moment.
Der war das?
Ich glaube, Tomato und ich haben alle Pizzaton und ich haben alle gestorben.
Nein, ich nicht.
Warum macht ihr?
Ich schließe mir kurz Zeit.
Weil du die ganze Zeit
Das
laberst.
ist cool.
Kannst du
Leute?
Abi, du hättest die eigentlich alle quicken müssen, die kennen dich nicht.
Was denn?
Hey, wen doch? Ich kenn die.
Die kennen dich alle.
Bist du Pilot?
Ich kenn den.
Aber du hast die gespürt, ne?
Guck,
Mach dich mal nicht auf, Junge!
ich krieg immer Bau bearbeiten.
Hier!
Ja, okay, nice.
Nick,
Lass doch den. Oh, ich kill den jetzt.
Spawn. Und killen dich.
weil man nicht vom Spawn aus snipen darf.
Ey,
Na,
YouTuber.
lass doch.
Nein, du darfst die ganze Zeit.
Kill Farmer.
Sowas gab.
Abi, was geht ab? Ahmed ist killen, mein Ahmed. Ahmed ist mein Verwandter. Kappa.
Akkufall war bla bla bla.
Ja, Bruder. Schwester.
Danke, dass mich gerade nicht getötet hat. Akkufall,
Ja.
So Jungs, noch 10 Minuten, dann gehe ich offline.
Was war das?
Ahmed.
Akkufall war!
Ja,
Hier
da. Okay, lass ihn. Ahmed, lass ihn, die Lupe.
Nicht töten!
Nico, beantworte mir mal eine Frage. Warum habe ich 2 Kills mehr als jemand anderes?
Ich hab 55 Kills, aber ich bin Platz 2.
Ich hab nicht so viele Kills. Ich bin gerade reingekommen. Sorry, Leute. Ich bin gerade reingekommen.
Ja, weil du öfters...
Ich bin aber Platz 2 und Abi ist bei mir nicht Erster. Bei mir ist Chapo Popota.
Ja, der heilt sich. Ohne Heil oder sonstiges, ne?
Ah,
So
okay,
war
sorry.
hier unten.
Muss man nicht.
Ah,
Ich
hier
mach
bist
jetzt
du.
weg, okay?
Ja.
Okay, ich schicke dir das, weil da kann ich gleich schieben. Pass auf mich auf. jetzt noch jeder, komm, wir können. Okay, lass den. Dann.
Ey, was ist denn? Okay.
Wie wir alles so.
Ey, ohne Helen. Ey,
Wie wir alle gegen Oh ne, sorry, ja, das ist genau so.
egal. Ich kann wahrscheinlich.
Mal mitmachen.
Nikotin.
Nein, wie kannst du nur? Du kannst jeder Abi.
Ja, jeder kriegt den Sand. Ey, was ist gekillt? Nico, doch ist gekillt.
Komm, komm, spring.
Ja, okay, ganz.
Komm,
Okay, ich komm zu dir.
Nico.
Ey, du Schwuler, sag, was willst du?
Ja, das war.
Besser. Hab ich? Nein.
Der Noske will uns töten.
Du meinst den Season 3 Player? Sorry, Season 2 Player?
Ey, was
Wir versuchen zu tanzen, aber die lassen uns nicht in Ruhe.
Ja, du lass uns bitte in Ruhe.
Bei mir steht die ganze Front drauf.
Super.
Dein Noske, der eine Noske wollte dich.
1200.
Guckt mal den.
Ach, das warst du, Abi.
Ja, ich habe gesehen, dass du.
An und du.
Ja, hier, wart mal. Der hier trinkt. Du musst jetzt Selbstmord machen. Es ist verboten zu trinken.
Bei mir lässt sich
Oh ne, ey, sorry, Elisa, ich hab gerne gegeben.
Wo ist Abi?
Sorry, Florian.
Lukas.
Ja.
Ich mein das easy.
Wo ist der Ledergänse? Ja, Mann.
Hier.
Ja, Elisa, du bist so laut. Du musst auf mich aufpassen, Elisa, ganz hin.
Ohne Helen, Florian.
Ich habe 180er, Elisa, ich hab voll ab, sogar der 180er.
Abi ist bei mir geflogen. Ich konnte nichts tun. Abi, bist du gerade da reingesprungen oder warum bist du geflogen?
Nee. Ich bin da reingekommen.
Hä? Bei mir warst du am Fliegen. Ich konnte nichts machen.
Hier, Elisa, Kette, wo bist du?
Nur als mich hier reingegangen. So als so ein 10 Minuten lang.
Nein, ein paar Minuten. Nein, 2 Minuten noch mit. 2 Minuten.
Chopper, Popper.
Oh, sorry, ich hab nicht. Pass auf.
Hier wird geteamt. Ich verlasse. Macht's gut, Leute. Ciao.
Hä? Was ist passiert?
Er hat gelettet.
Und deswegen ist Abi geleftet.
Also, aber wir haben doch nur getan.
Kill mich nicht, Ahmed.
Kill den Nosken! Okay, Leute, lass wir jetzt starten. Wir starten jetzt einfach. Ohne den.
Nee, lass Team zocken.
Mit wem?
Mit Nico, mit mir, Ahmed.
Hier.
Will
Komm in
jemand
meine
auch
Party,
mitspielen?
Nico. Ja, Nico, du. Komm rein.
Nein, warte. Leute, will jemand... Ey, Abi, willst du mitspielen?
Nee, danke.
Okay.
So. Ah, alles klar. Busy Zeit habe ich noch. Alles klar.
Es geht.
Es geht.
Ja.
Alles klar, ja. Für den Fortnite.
Es sind nochmal 2 Leute.
Nee, eigentlich nicht.
Ja.
Warum?
Ich brauche den letzten Fortnite noch. Da müssen wir zu 4 sein.
Ach so. Welche ist es?
Ach, da musst du dieses Druckplattenrätsel da lösen. Das müssen sich 3 Leute auf so ein Ding stellen und der 4. sammelt sie ein.
Tschüss.
Ja, das muss ich auf jeden Fall noch machen. Ist ja fast vorbei jetzt. Ich habe jetzt Nachtschicht, da habe ich eigentlich keine Zeit mehr.
Ja, wie lang geht denn die Season noch? 5 Tage, oder?
4 Tage.
4
4.
Tage. Boah.
Ey, du hast doch bestimmt nochmal 2 Leute, die hier kurz reinkommen.
Ich kann mal nachfragen.
Nur eine Runde.
Nerdwind ist ja auch online.
Ja, der zockt aber nicht.
Zockt er nicht?
Nee.
Nerdwind ist ja auch online.
Oh. Nee, der zockt gerade nicht. Ja, das ist das letzte Drecks-Fortnite, dann hab ich alle. Halbe Stunde habe ich jetzt noch, vielleicht 3/4 Stunde, dann muss ich zur Arbeit.
Oh! Warte mal.
Fantastic. Well, we're all really excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are, a lot of TSM fans here and all over the world. It's gonna be a great day.
Hey, was geht jetzt hier unten ab? Das ist bei dir auch unten links?
Ja, das kannst du ausmachen. Du musst Start drücken und dann ein Video beenden.
Mein Laptop hat genau 0%. Finish den
Ja.
erstmal.
Hast du eine Waffe?
Nee.
Ja, dann gebe ich dir die von dem. Es sind halt nur noch 4 Schüsse drin. Ja.
Der kommt
Das
eh.
ist Infanteriegewehr. Ja. Jetzt kommt er. Stabil.
Leider keine
nix mehr.
ich habe keine Munition.
Ja, komm. Ah, ist gar nichts mehr.
Ich hab nix.
Ja, das ist kacke.
Ach, so eh schon.
Ja, der war Full Life, der Spaß.
Ja, wann bist du morgen on?
Wahrscheinlich gar nicht.
Nachtschicht 8 Stunden mittags.
Nee, wahrscheinlich gar nicht. Wir haben Fußball.
Ach so, stimmt.
Bei mir ist nämlich auch keiner online, mit dem ich so öfter zocke.
Ja, eine. Hm. Hm. Egal, 4 Tage kriegen wir noch hin.
Mal gucken.
Man muss alle Fortbytes haben. Wie viel Fortbytes gibt's jetzt eigentlich?
100.
Ich muss auch noch ein paar machen. Gleich erst bei Kippen holen. Hi Donato, wie geht's? Boah, weißt du was das Ding ist? Ohne Auto bist du richtig hier aufgeschmissen und wenn du dann dazu nur noch Scheine hast, ne? Da bist du komplett aufgeschmissen, weil der Gippenautomat keine Scheine nimmt. Das ist... jetzt... Hä? Warte mal, wohin gehe ich hier? So.
Oh, fuck, Alter. Oh, ich muss mal aufräumen, sieht's auch aus, ey.
Ja, bei mir ist auch, ja, sehr viel. Und naja, was sollen wir machen, ne?
Ja.
Ich räume mal einmal in der Woche auf, das ist Sonntag. Also morgen.
Ich mach nie was. Ich räume nie auf.
Ah, alles klar.
Ich bin im Arsch.
Ich bin auch.
Ich bin im
Ja.
Arsch. Komm ich mal nachher gerade.
Bist du drinne?
Ach, Digga. So ein Rotz hier. Ah, finde ich nicht. Dann trinkt jetzt mein Jogger, der Schwanz.
Warte.
Der war so schlecht. Scheiß Pistole, Alter. Der ist direkt neben dir. Der trinkt jetzt den Jog. Ja, da. Da rechts. Rechts rein, wo die Steine sind. Jawohl. Trink den Jogger.
Komm, 8 Sekunden.
Oh. Verwählt.
Ach, jetzt habe ich... Da kamen als immer mehr Leute rein.
Ja, Mann.
Da jetzt eine Pump. Hättest du so rasiert, Aber ich finde die AK, so manchmal ist die echt geil, ja. Aber wenn du Dauerfeuer machst, da ist die nicht geil. €8 hier Packung. Wie viele? 27 Zigaretten hier. Irgendwann ist in 5 Jahren oder so kosten die Kippen safe 10, 11, 12 Euro.
Jo.
Da muss man echt langsam mal aufhören dann. Oder
Ja, Mann.
stopfen oder was auch immer. Was anderes machen, Ja klar. Wo ich 17 war, glaube ich, haben die 4,60 € gekostet. Palmal. Und jetzt 7. Geil.
Das geht schnell.
Kann ich mitspielen. Donato, ich habe eben gerade die ganze Zeit Abo-Zocken gemacht, aber wird auch nicht mehr stattfinden. Creative. Wenn Leute teamen, haben sie Pech gehabt. Heute ist wenigstens kühl, so wettertechnisch.
Halbwegs.
Ja. Klar, es ist trotzdem immer noch warm, aber ja, es ist angenehmer. Donato hast schon geliked, ja? Sehr gut. Boah, hier gibt's keine Waffen, ja?
Rein.
Einer ist außen.
Ja, ist hier.
Ey. Schön, hier unten ist noch einer.
Ja. Ja, hol ich wieder.
Jetzt hat der Shotgun. Finde ich deinen Kollegen erstmal. Der linke. Finde ich den.
Ja, der steht schon. Der steht schon.
Okay.
Ach ja. Spaß.
Halte ich erstmal. Da kommen welche. Was macht der?
Boah. Ach ja.
Ah, da haben zwei Leute gecampt,
Hab ich in meinen Fuß geschossen gerade oder was?
Ja.
Ach, Dreck. Der hat mich ganz schön gebumst mit dieser Steinkanone.
Ja, 80er Hit macht die. Immer 80. Wie lange streamst du noch? Vielleicht noch 10, 15 Minuten. 10 Minuten eher gesagt. Hey, warte mal, Alter. Twitch. Wurde das jetzt gepostet? Ah nein, das wurde ja gepostet. 0 Aufrufer. Alles klar. Da waren doch Leute drin. Danke. Donato, hast du Twitch? Alles klar. 29 Aufrufe. Aha. Videos. Lächerlich, echt. Nee, über einen Link kann ich halt trotzdem. Okay. Man muss da sein. 20 Uhr?
Ja, ich fahr los.
21.
Um 8 fahr ich los.
Um 8, okay. Ey, ich mach mal hier die Facecam hier aus. So, gehen wir direkt mal sterben, oder was?
Wohin? Ich bin grad kurz am Räumen.
Okay.
Achso, ja, komm.
Na so. Boah. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boah, ja. Das ist ein Tod.
Oh fuck, ich hab gar nichts. Hier kommt einer zu uns.
Ist eine Waffe?
Hier.
Da ist einer drin.
Ja.
Spiel abgekackt.
Esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
The best of the best, all in the same lobby. All right, in the qualifying match on Sunday.
So.
What would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. fun. I even asked that. Probably
16, man. Just a bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing's changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue, looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas. Right, Loot Lake has been a very hot topic.
Yeah, man.
You know, Aiden had been landing there throughout all qualifiers. You see, you know, Mongrel and Mitro. I've been hearing some notes about, you know,
Whispers.
Tilted Towers and or Neo Tilted as it's now called, of where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now you play 6 games.
Yep.
You know how detrimental it can be to your mental state if you have one where you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out.
Yeah.
What is your game plan here? Are you going for it? You don't care how many people land there? You just go and play your game?
No,
Or
I think
shy away? What do you do?
Oh man, these guys have been practicing. They know that they're going to be contested.
Yeah.
They know that, and they're not. You know, if they're intelligent players, they're going to play exactly how they've been practicing the last 10 World Cup qualifiers. They're going to go exactly where they go. They're going to push where they're going to push, and you know they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play, but dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, you have one bad game, getting over that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first.
Yeah.
That's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about. In the second game, the third game, oh my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over. Dude.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down. You're like eagerly wanted to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us. But again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now. One of the new limited time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt. We watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite. It's a fun little, you know, hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing
Yep.
that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we're literally getting like angry and like, but also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to, you know, make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You know, you want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it.
Go for it.
Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of Prop Hunt that we play. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, Prop Hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualified players.
Right.
And that is, you can't even put in like your head just how insane those numbers are.
I think it's just important to show and let everyone know that, man, just Epic continues to change the game. Making these qualifiers online, it just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play, you know, from the comfort and safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, a qualifying like this. And dude, I'm just excited to watch these kids dominate the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
Well, do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know, hey, Ninja, I'm going to a tournament. Any advice, right? You know, it's, dude, do exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and, you know, no shoes at home, that's what you're going to do. If you don't wear any socks at all or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right?
Yep.
Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or, you know, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I've even heard of stuff as far as like don't change your sleep schedule and what you're gonna do for this. Like literally take it like it normally is. Now, again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line in the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already been $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
Kitty Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
You could tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million.
It's unreal. Like, if you want to practice with dev runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like, try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today. Will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I'll probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18 and he just won $336,000. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent? Rent. Yeah, I think rent. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to save my money.
I am going to be responsible and probably just invest most of it and try and get even more money back.
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see what the future of Creative Fortnite looks like.
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won. I'm going to address the elephant in the room here, and it's not Tim the Tabman. You didn't win that, Tyler.
That's correct.
What exactly happened here?
That's correct. No, we got 4th place, but, you know, the crew that I picked out, man, Tal, Taco, and Kaz, just a good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators, the ones who developed a lot of the maps. And just a lot of passion from these guys, man. And, you know, I was really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, you know, 300 or 295,000 as a team.
Dude.
I mean, little whips, man. You know, we were just killing it, little ice creams. But that event was so incredible. And just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere again, that Epic changed the game with creative. You know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people. There were hundreds of people here because of creative.
Yeah. And again, I know I talked to Scissors about it too. He can't believe just how far it's gone from his original runs he made to now it kind of inspired one of the 3 maps yesterday for you. What was your favorite? Was it kind of the prop hunt mode? Was it the run?
Junkyard Juke, bro.
Okay.
Hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're going to go in with a crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 people, like I want that to be a playlist where I can just go and play Junkyard Juke, and it just fills in 32 people. Hey. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together? Or
I'm down with. Oh, we totally should. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear and you're just walking around like trying to make it in. It's amazing, man.
Hey, listen, it's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme of this weekend, things going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the Battle Pass redemption. Everyone here has got tickets, has the commemorative tickets. So many things to look back on and remember these moments. For a lot of people here, whether they're players or the individuals and fans who traveled, it's their first time to New York City, such a legendary, iconic place to have this major event. You see, again, the crowd continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the game so we can get it all launched for you. But trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want, Ninja. The game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first Vic Roy, man. Who's it going to be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's going to win today? Scream it. Make it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear Mongrel, Mitro.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
This is going to be intense. I mean, there's nothing more, honestly, nerve-wracking than the initial launch. Off the bus, man. You're flying. Someone's going to die. Someone's going to be eliminated. Who's going to be the first one?
Yep.
You don't want to be the first one knocked out in the World Cup. You know, I mean, literally, I knocked him like, you know, it was the first game in the Pro-Am, and that was just amazing. You can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
No, for sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times. And This is contested.
It's already contested.
You're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now. What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I've watched these guys play literally every week because they're from EU, so they were before NA qualifiers. And yeah, this is exactly where they normally land. Savage and Benji, they don't always land on top of one another. And you're honestly at a disadvantage if you do land in the same house because you're going to be getting less shields of one another, right? Less chances of getting shotguns and things like that. And I'm just interested to see how they're going to play this out. Are they going to be aggressive? Or are they going to back down?
Well, we just saw the first zone has been revealed, and it is a northern side zone, so anyone in Happy Hamlet not safe. Polar Peak, Frosty Flights, Paradise Palms, Lucky Landing, all not safe. So we continue to keep an eye on this fight. 98 players remaining right now in this game. Now, we mentioned the increased material farming right now, so you're hitting a couple trees, you're getting 20, 30 materials like it's nothing. Let's shift our focus, though, towards the middle of the map here at Dusty Divot, and it looks like Landjock and Punisher go out very, very early in this first game to Tetra and, on the flip side, the new Rogue members.
They're wasting a lot of material right now. You can already see it. You've got only 100 matches left. That's 10 builds. These early game fights are always so detrimental. You have to be very, very, very particular with how many mats you're going to use when you're trying to ramp rush somebody, because if you make it there and they shoot you out and you have no mats, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to protect yourself with.
And look at the advantage that you now have. Tetra hasn't had any shields, but because 2 eliminations come on through, he gets both. That's 50 shield per elim, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second guess what you want to do. You might play a little bit more passively. No, because of those early elims, they now have Dusty Divot to themselves. They pushed out the Asian duo, pushing towards that top Dusty Divot side of XXM and Mend, and now they're sitting pretty. Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here, as well as wood. The one material that really be lacking is going to be stone.
Yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be their most valuable asset here, landing in Dusty. What I'm just interested to see is, they have no rotation items when you're looking over there, so hopefully they find something that's going to help them rotate later. There are no balls that spawn in Dusty, so no ballers. It's going to be very difficult to make it to the late game if you guys don't have some sort of crazy rotation, shadow bombs, anything like that.
Here's another fight going on towards Fatal Fields, and with how little materials there are, you got to think these players down low who are already just on light HP are in a tough spot, and there it is. Scarlet and his duo, Bell, get the quick elimination onto Brush, and that's going to push back Brush's duo into Fatal Fields and try to hide for a brief moment. Another rough start right there. So much stone in Fatal Fields. I feel like Fatal Fields is a underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very quickly, and then there's definitely some metal that you can gather around. There's a bunch of cars and things like that. Some tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man, I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing Sizz.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword too, because yes, Sizz is by himself, but we've all experienced how easily you can hide in that brush there in the cornfields. And Sizz Lucky, these top players who land Fatal Fields know how to actually navigate the loot in the corn without breaking the corn. So
I need to break the corn every time.
Right, same. I'm not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizz Lucky will actually be able to go back and pick up Brush's cards. So this is key.
You think you should go
Reboot
for it?
Vans, remember, when you get brought back, you only have 100 HP and a common pistol. That will bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you sprinting back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map, though, an engagement going out between KBB, Yuang, and their duo up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's 1x1 right there. I mean, there's another knock with the drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc. Yuang trying to take this wall. I think his teammate is not going to be able to stay alive, so it's going to be Zex and Yu. He's got the shield advantage. All he has to do is play this patient. I'm going to be pretty sure that these guys don't have that many materials, so just needs to spray it out and hopefully find a chance to take him down, but he's healing up.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back to full shield. And Yuang now in a tough spot. Do I try to go?
Zex definitely can interrupt this now. He took too long to start going with the res, but it looks like he's just going to be going for the reloads, taking his time, and he might be dipping out, maybe trying to... He's definitely staying aggressive, but he's going to get the revive off, and now it's a 2-on-1 again.
Zexro staying confident, though. Knowing right now still At over 150 HP, the teammate has to be at 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray it, and it's not gonna happen. And you see Zexro right there, hands right to his head. Some solid damage done, but Yuang dropped down to 59 HP. But with that elimination, we'll bump back up to over 100. Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the storm right now. A lot of these players, there's a lot. You guys can't see the screen, but there are plenty of people who are outside. They're going to have to start their rotations in. And this is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I's reverse. Our strategy was to try to get in those spots where you can beam people who are going to be flying throughout the sky using a lot of the slipstreams and just taking advantage of, you know, your incredible accuracy.
A little update, too, on Sizlucky. They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play. Look at how slow this lobby is going, folks. 92 players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Funk of FaZe Clan currently set on up near Lazy Lagoon. And Ninja, this is your landing spot that you went to with your duo reverse. What are maybe some little tips and tricks for players at home who like to land here?
Yeah, all right, so there's, if you go on the boat, on the ship, every single one of the masts is like worth 200 wood. So you definitely want to go for those. You can easily get max wood in arena in probably less than 10 seconds. And also there are some metal anchors in town that you can get for about 300 metal, which is, you know, like the most valuable material that you can get. I mean, I'm just 91 players. I mean, have we talked about Storm Surge? I mean,
we haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because 91 people left. I mean, how soon is it going to be?
We're going to have Storm Surge in every game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to like. This is going to be nuts. If you guys don't know what Storm Surge is, basically the team that has done the least amount of damage is going to start taking damage until they get above the damage threshold.
Yes, and it tells the players on their screen what the damage threshold is. If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone wants to last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching Letwick and Flexi right now, it's so scrappy, Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to loot up and freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle, 2 heavy bullets.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. I mean, you have every single spot is definitely going to be contested or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds of being caught off guard, and you can get dinked twice with an infantry rifle, and boom, there goes 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players left now in the lobby as Twiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. That will be for 70-plus players. So you keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is kind of be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush already in the next zone. They're more than happy to just farm up this metal structure and claim it as their own.
They're actually very centralized as well.
Yep.
I mean, a really great strategy that you're going to see a lot of people going to be using throughout this weekend in solos and in duos is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone and honestly just kind of pray that the circle is going to continue to rotate in your favor. I mean, I'm still looking at a lot of these guys' inventories. One guy just gets knocked in front of him, like he's going to try to save his teammate. It's not going to happen. But there's not a lot of rotation items. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pads in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a, like, the rotations late game are going to be nuts. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
And Letwick now all by himself in a 1 versus 2 as his teammate did go down. You see Parpy and Volks still quite healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Parpy still playing on the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent. And look at the material count for Volks. 135 total builds. It does look like Letwick just kind of ran away, but I don't believe Letwick was able to grab his teammate's reboot card. So will basically be by himself for the rest of this game.
You know, it's going to be almost impossible to perform alone when your teammate is knocked. And there's the Storm Surge warning. These guys are 106 above it. You guys can see that, which means that there's somebody who has 106 damage less than them that is currently below the threshold, and they are going to need to hit some people, deal some damage. And that's actually the beauty of Storm Surge, right? You don't necessarily only want people kind of just lingering around in their 1-by-1s, praying that the circle moves to them. You're gonna see some fights that are gonna be forced to break out because players need to get above that or they're gonna die. They're not gonna be able to make it.
Now moving towards the Dusty Divot Diner. You see Clicks and Skeptic.
Know you could farm this.
Yeah, the very young duo from NA East, and you just said yourself, I didn't even know you could farm this.
Didn't even know you could get down there.
This is the beauty of it, right? These are the top players in the world showing off the little things that they know that really no one else can pick up on. Many teams already stacking here as there's so many materials to be farmed up. And for a lot of players, Ninja, once they get max, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess for more if they need to expend a lot of materials quickly. On the bottom right of your screen, you see a fight going down in Salty Springs. A lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent and Hype.
Serpent and Hype in a pretty decent spot. You're seeing, if you guys can look on the mini-map that we're staring at, every single team is now in the safe zone. Everyone is safe in the next circle. It is moving in. Double heavy sniper is in play. For those of you guys who do not know, a heavy sniper will take out a metal wall. It'll take out pretty much anything. It does 1,500 damage to structures. So if you have two teammates who have double heavy snipers, they can see a team, line up a shot of somebody hiding in a 1-by-1 and be able to take them out.
And that changes the game completely. Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you know where they're at, you have to make sure you have at least 2 walls of cover on that side to protect you from the inevitable double snipe. And when we say double snipe, it's as far as 1, 2, 3, shoot. And they both fire at the same time and catch you off guard.
There's absolutely zero time to react. And one thing you guys we've talked about are the rotation items. We got 6 shadows for this guy, and they have a baller, so they're sitting pretty. I think these guys are in a great spot.
Absolutely. And you see the zone did just update towards the northern side of this current storm. Storm Surge is now in play, so players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this game. They will just rotate on out of here. Hype and Serpent don't want the fight, and that's Jay now quite weak. With Storm Surge beginning to tick in. Quentin and Lanouf now having to push a fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go. Getting dropped by Storm Surge. Unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Jeez, man, Storm Surge really does just force people into some pretty tricky situations. But again, man, it just goes to show a lot of aggressiveness is going to pay off for teams, man. You don't want to be put in that situation where, you know, you have to desperate and push. Maybe a duo that's better than you in combat. You know what I mean? And Airwax and Nikov
just... That's a replay.
Was that a replay? They just went down.
Airwax and Nikov are winners. Well, Airwax at least are back-to-back winner of the Pro-Am. Does go down. Airwax double qualified as well. Tough first game for them as they do go out quite early on. 71 players left in this game. 38 duos. Again, it's a slow crawl as everyone begins to drop. Have you ever seen anything like this in competitive?
No, I think that the only time that we saw numbers like this were when the circles they didn't really chunk that much and they were more centralized in the beginning of competitive. So really no one had to rotate that much and no one had to fight. So now that these circles are really just kind of moving around the map, you can't really predict them. I mean, you're getting these players who have, again, the great aim and they're just beaming people who are focusing on trying to rotate in the circle. Now look, there's so many people coming from the south right now. And it's just free kills if you guys are in a top position with solid aim, man. You're going to Texture right now, already getting beamed. He's spamming the spacebar, trying to make it as difficult as possible to hit. He sees a lot of, look at it, already trying to figure out right now, where's he going to land? Look at all these people who are already boxed up. They're already creating these tunnels. More shots coming down. And he's going to be able to make it. 8 grenades. So that's going to be, I mean, if he can get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, 8 grenades, he might be able to clean up those kills too.
Yep, that's right there. They do box up in time. Did take some shield damage, but thankfully they have some minis to replenish that in just a few brief moments as there's Eclipse now using them. He's got his teammate right next door as well. Medkit, so they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Saving the campfire for the late game, it appears.
Ronaldo save the campfire.
In the elimination feed right there. Here's a look at Mongrel earlier with his duo Mitro. They're set up currently in this zone. 68 players left.
Love watching this guy play, man. I'm serious. I mean, here's, you just check his inventory. Only got 2 guns right now, which is inventory rifle and a combat shotgun. So he has no spray guns. All right, spray guns are, you know, anything like to an SMG, tactical assault rifle, SCAR, anything like that. You know, we've got to have a gun that can shoot pretty quickly to kill players and hit players through their 1-bys. You know, very difficult. And look at that healing too, though. Yeah. 5 slurps, 2 slurps, 5 chug splashes.
And they already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
They're super close to the zone as well. They don't have to move too far.
Yep, and material-wise, look at that, 135 total builds. They're in a fantastic position to make some noise in game number 1. We'll definitely keep up to date with them. The slipstream slowly inching towards where it begins to shut down Ninja, but with so many slipstreams still available in this current zone, a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs. There's your whole map right there. the eastern side of the zone. None of these players really going to be into play. They're going to have to inch a little bit more towards Loot Lake if they want to be safe.
Some of the best, I mean, look, these are the best players in the world, and look how close they are to one another, man. I'm so excited when they actually have to force into these fights. The Storm's going to start pushing them. Look how, I'm sorry, man. I just can't, man. You guys notice also, Stinks, man, these players are so talented. It's going to be so hard to spray through their walls and actually deal damage to them. So you need things like grenades, like Stinks, right? Little fart bombs is what I like to call them, to force people out of their 1x1s and try to shoot them as they're rotating away and trying to build new 1x1s to dodge the Stinks.
You see the Stinks right now going down on the Mongrel. And Mongrel gets immediately ripped in two as it seemed like the lobby began to focus him right there. His duo still alive.
With good rotation, luckily, hopefully.
Definitely has a bunch to, to be able to play with. The next Storm Surge has begun to kick on in. Mitro, 12 damage below, will have to begin to put shots down range. The zone pushing as well. So in this position, with the zone at their back, Mitro's goal, spray at players who have to push from the zone. They have one way they can go. They can't afford to take storm damage. They've got to push right out of it. Mitro knows that. Now begins the fire. Dubs just below as well. One of the players who qualified multiple times through solos and then once in duos.
They also have some great rotation. 2 ballers still intact. And here's the thing that you just mentioned, all these players who are going to be rotating in, being forced to rotate in, everyone knows that.
Very little ammo, though. Look, these are the last 9 assault rifle shots in Dubs' inventory. It is getting scrappy, folks. And there's the split. Still, though, only 80, meaning combined between the two, they really only have about 150 shots to work with. The zone still pushing. 61 players left. Reminder, folks, this is game number 1 of 6 today in the duos competition. Dubs does go down as a player got that back wall and he wasn't quite ready for it. Mega frantically backing on up, trying to create some space. Will he be able to go?
He's going to be able to pop that slurp. He's got
the Storm Surge on.
He's trying to be aggressive. Oh, he's still below, right? He's going to need to be aggressive. He won't even have time to revive his teammate. His teammate got finished, actually, so he's got all the shields in the world. He can get back up to full health. Storm Surge is still ripping him apart. That slurp is barely keeping him alive.
Hitting him for 25 damage every time it winds up ticking. There it is again, dropping on in. Mega's hand is forced. Some big damage right there, still below. As players are continuing to drop all around, but Mega doing a solid job of keeping himself alive right now through the Storm Surge. Fantastic composure. Again, one of the young players on this stage looking to try to secure the title of Fortnite World Champion. No more Dubs. The duo
still
down.
So now
above.
Finally above. Yep. Finally above. And guess what? The most important thing to realize, guys, look at that rotation. Yes, he's alone. Yes, his teammate's down. But he has an incredible kit to not only make it to late game, but maybe even clutch this win out. He dropped the shotgun.
Okay, there you go.
Got the combat shotgun, one of the greatest shotguns to have late game. Does incredible damage, long range and close range. And all the guys, the circle just rotated now into the storm. Massive amounts of distance needs to be covered.
This Storm Surge is insane. It's still going on.
Finally taken out. 52 players left. And this is where things are about to get serious, guys.
Thomas drops some ammo right there for his teammate, Inclusia. And you see Thomas, that epic infantry rifle, one of your favorite weapons, Ninja. What is so good about that assault rifle?
It 100% rewards pinpoint accurate players, right? There's no bloom necessary. Your marker, your aim is right on their head. Boom. You're going to get that headshot. You're going to get 80 points of damage. And there's now the upgraded versions, the Legendary and the Epic, have 10 shots instead of 8. So, I mean, it just packs a punch, man. It can really catch players off guard. And that's exactly what you're going to need when you're playing against these top players who will literally build and protect themselves when they get shot once.
Folks, there are 45 players left in this very, very small zone. We are now on our 6th storm. You see it's about to begin to move, and players will frantically have to go across the map. Zayt and Saf right now discussing exactly what they should drop, pulling up their map, looking exactly where they have to go. 44 left in this one.
We already got people using shockwave grenades, guys. This is a very far rotation for the second movement circle, so this is actually going to move very quickly. These people are going to potentially get stuck on their launch pads because there's so much frequent building. It's going to be nuts. And who's going to try to take the high ground? Because after this first circle goes, this is where people start to only try to use the high ground.
And we know high ground is everything in competitive Fortnite late game. Everyone frantically moving away from the common enemy of everyone, which is that storm circle. Macwood taking zone damage. Daedra as well. King slowly bouncing on through with the shadow bomb, and does land. Yes, but taking no storm damage, just playing right on the edge of it. Yeah, right on the edge of the zone right now. Will just stay boxed up for a brief moment. as now there's 36 players remaining, stomping in the elimination feed. Arkram now goes down as well. You can see the elimination feed on the top left to keep track of your favorite players. There's so much is going on. This is what tunneling is. When you hear players mention tunneling, this is it right here. You move with the zone, you tunnel your way in, give yourself cover, but not a lot of materials left. Only 22 builds, and this zone is stacked. But look who's on the high ground. It's Mr. Savage and Benji Fishing.
That would be your 2 picks, so good for you. All right, I have to owe you a bet there, man. Off that, all right. Mongo, unfortunately, do you still know if Nitro's still alive? I mean, listen, people are dying left and right, being eliminated. More Savage just used another shockwave grenade. He already had high ground, though. The question is, are people going to try to take it? You know that if you really want the chance to win this, you're going to have to try to take the high ground off them or have a rocket launcher to just take them out of it.
He's just so weakened. Mr. Savage just looks up and beams the player out of the air. It's all Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage in the elimination feed right now. 24 players left in this one. But 20 duos. There's almost no duos remaining, Ninja.
Right, it's all solos, and this is kind of what's going to happen, man.
Mr. Savage goes down.
It's up to Benji, and listen, Benji's been in this position before. We know he can handle it. Nitro's still in the game as well. I just saw him. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage. Benji's just going to try. Listen, look at the materials. Not a lot left. They're only using their shadows. I think he has 1 build left.
Yep.
That's it. That's all he has.
He's got 10 total builds.
10 total builds.
He's just trying to outlast as many players as possible. Remember these placement points. We've made it into our top 10 duos. Now into our top 8. Zayt and Saf now. Zayt and Saf now on the high ground.
This game.
One of the few, the only duo left. This has a Zayt and Saf win written all over it. Mitro, Mongrel's duo, was all by himself very early on. Still alive in this one. 40R Storm now getting beamed. Can the North American duo of Zayt and Saf close this out? Raining down fire from up top. You see the frantic builds coming in. Benji Fishy goes down. Mega, Mitro, and Scarlet on the low ground. Shots still coming on in. Zayt and Saf just sitting pretty.
Mitro just got a double, I think. 5 limbs.
Tries to get it done. Not enough. Zayt and Saf, 2 versus 1. Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will!
Zayt and Saf had the high ground, and they used it the entire game. Rain fire from above. We're able to make up 5 limbs plus 10 placement points. That's going to be 15 points. Game 1.
Talk about a monster game number 1. You saw the immediate reaction. They know how key that was. And I've watched so many games of competitive Fortnite, Ninja. They were the only duo left with still like 18 players remaining. Yeah. When they get the high ground like that, they send 1 player down to get close. Scarlet was already weak, and there's just no shot. In the end, the veteran players of Zayt and Saf take game number 1. And you know, Ninja, that was a big topic of conversation. Players with LAN experience, players who've been around the Fortnite competitive scene at these major events for a long time. Will they let the nerves get to them? Guess what? The answer is no. Zayt and Saf take game number 1.
Kept their composure. It was absolutely incredible to watch, man. And seriously, these guys have been absolutely dominant in the World Cup qualifiers online. And it's only fair that they continue to show their dominance here at the actual World Cup stage.
Brilliant performance. You know that their game plan is always last as long as possible.
Absolutely.
But the fact that they made it through those storm surges, even with them not getting very aggressive, they had 0 limbs down to those final few moments. Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy, we have to talk about them for a second as well. The European young duo, they were on the high ground. It was looking good, Ninja, but so many players focusing them, the shockwave grenades as well, and they had no healing left.
It's unfortunate, man. We have a group full of these players who are literally the best in the world. They know exactly how to win, right? So if they don't have the high ground, they know that whenever there is a moment that they have to shoot the high ground out with rockets, shockwave grenades. I think that's actually what happened. I think someone shockwaved up and knocked them off the high ground.
Yep.
But when you have shield like Zayt and Naftate at the end there, and that high ground, I mean, it's over, man.
What a sigh of relief
Incredible,
for those 2.
Incredible first game. And we're only just getting started.
We're only just getting started. Remember, 6 games being played today in the duos competition, in which $15 million will be rewarded. Tomorrow, we do it all over again, except with solos. So you'll want to stay glued to the streams here for the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get involved in the conversation. Send a Ninja and I your thoughts after game number 1. Who surprised you? What are you looking forward to in games 2 through 6? For me, other things I noticed, man. you've got to be on your A game. When it comes down to taking note of where you are with the storm surge, those were longer storm surges that have lasted than I've ever seen before.
I've honestly never seen Storm Surge affect the game so much. Yep. Because here we are having 80 people left after the second circle. So, you know what I mean? Like, and these guys, they're not going to let you hit them. You know what I mean? And if you want to put shots on these guys, it's going to be when they're flying in the air, rotating, which you also expose yourself to a sniper shot. You know.
Absolutely.
High risk, high reward, man. Right?
It's
Let's see how these guys change. I wonder if the guys who did get hurt a lot by the Storm Surge, are they going to make changes in the second game? Are they going to be a little bit more aggressive and trying to deal some damage as they rotate? That's what I want to know.
That's a great way to think of it. I know there were so many people that want to give their thoughts on these games, but over at Unreal Island, we've got our very own Sundown with his thoughts on Game 1.
Thank you so much, Courage and Ninja. And the first match of the duos competition is over, and the Victor Royale's experience wins out. We talked about Energy Zate and Ghost Saf and how they've been playing so long together, and that endgame was a prime example of textbook Zate and Saf. We're going to re-roll it one more time, and we're going to break down kind of how they were able to keep the control. Now, pay attention right away. You can see on the backside, Saf has one angle while Zate is going forward, and they're moving back over the tarps they've already established, but the angles they take make sure they're covering everything. They hear the shots below, they're putting the fire down towards them, and Scarlet is able to pick up Mitro, but doesn't have enough to get out. Zate and Saf, 5 eliminations, Victory Royale, 15 points, showing that their competitive experience, their experience on stage and at major LAN events is winning out right now. They say nerves, what nerves? We might as well be playing at home on our own stations because they are just that good. Match 1 is over. Time to get back over the stage for match 2. Ninja and Courage, take it away.
Thank you very much, Sundown. Great stuff as always there from Unreal Island outside of the venue, enjoying the event themselves. But again, game number 1 in the books. Obviously, so many updates to see exactly where we stack up. In the end, those final moments can be so hectic. So before we hop into game 2, we will have a standings update for you all at home. Who do you think's up top of it right now? Well, guess what? It's Saf and Zate, but...
And Benji, Mr. Savage, man. Just incredibly clutch solo moves and plays.
Both of our predictions.
Both of our predictions. And they're still up there. Guess what? Imagine when they're healthy and when they actually get some good rotation items. I'd love to see how they're going to play in the late game, man.
Placement points so key. You did a great job pointing out Mitro at the end. Not only does he stay alive, not only does he perfectly use his materials and his movement items, but he somehow finds 5 more limbs, putting his team from probably an abysmal game 1 to top 3 in our leaderboards. Again, here are your standings from game number 1. Dubs and Mega, they wound up making it through as well, and that's because of Mega staying alive too.
Absolutely, incredibly talented duo, man. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what Aiden can do, and Sean, so hopefully they step it up in this next game. Game 2 is about to get on its way, man. Are you ready?
I am ready. Ladies and gentlemen, in this sold-out arena, are you guys ready for game number 2? Oh yeah, they are. Oh yeah, they are. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched. Game number 2 of the Fortnite World Cup Duo Finals is underway.
Again, I'm just going to keep saying it, the most nerve-wracking part of any competition, but definitely Fortnite for me, is the second you jump out of that bus.
Yep.
Right? Once you hit the ground, once these players hit the ground, they're going to definitely have hopefully less nerves, going to get back into the flow, back into the farming mentality. And man, I'm looking at these llamas on my screen, and I'm just hoping that they find them. There's nothing greater than finding the new upgraded llamas at 350 mats.
Dude, they're insane. And they're everywhere. And look, wait, can we look at the map? Look at the north side. You've got 3 llamas in a very small area.
Llamas.
And many players have gotten better at spotting llamas from very, very far away.
I mean, the one thing I tell, I was telling my teammate Malachi, I was like, listen, man, sometimes you just actually have to tell yourself, hey, we should probably look for llamas as we're flying in, because, usually you're looking for players who's going to be landing next to you. But if you actually keep an eye out for that adorable pink, purple, and blue llama.
And there's one.
I mean, look, you're just going to get rewarded with shield, rotation, there's shadow bomb storm, campfires, minis. I mean, these are incredibly valuable.
And remember, materials get capped at 500 of each type. So when you get 350, it's done its job for you. You can spend much less time looting and, farming, and much more time looting. And look at Zate perfectly using this Shadow Bomb Ninja. For players at home who are wondering how he just used it for way more than the 6 seconds it actually lets you use it for, explain a little bit of staying on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, all you have to do is just continue that jump animation. That's going to trigger the double jump. And as long as you don't touch any solid ground, you're going to be able to continue to double bounce back and forth, man. It's an incredible use of the shadow bombs, and you're probably going to see a lot of players do something like that in the late game off of other people's builds, and which is way more difficult to do that off a mountain, by the way.
For sure, as we now take a look at the storm landing side of the map, and this storm is very far. Great point to bring up there. We can see on our side, the zone right now basically gets cut off at Dusty Divot and Neo Tilted, and the rest of the north side of the map are in play. So everyone near the middle and south side will have to move, and you see in the elimination feed very early on, Elevate does get cut down. So a tough start for the duo from 100 Thieves right there, as you've got to wonder if Arkram's still alive. Either way, though, Daedra and M11Z
looks like they have players
down in Loot Lake. In Loot Lake, Lucky Landing, and they do have a duo nearby.
Looks like they're trying to obviously back away while continuing to farm up. Lucky Landing is not really a 4-person landing. When more than two people land here, one of them is going to be leaving a little bit handicapped. And Yuang in a fight right now, popping that last big shield, so all of his damage that he will take from now on will be permanent unless he gets an elimination and gets...
And look at how good these stink grenades are right now. Scram and Mexi have lost so much HP off the start of this one just from getting ticks. The spray does come on through. A third party, though, beginning to shoot down on a Yuang. So another player putting their attention towards this fight.
Trying to line a side
at Snobby, but KBB does go down. It's now Yuang all by himself, and no materials left, Ninja.
He can't even take a wall.
They're really, this is an abysmal position to be in. Yuang knows that. Trying to fall back to his teammate to maybe sneak a revive, but I just don't see.
A lot of these players really are kind of hesitant, you know what I mean? They don't necessarily want to push. There is a third party now. They don't have a lot of shield.
Are they going to get it off
the right play?
They're going to push forward.
Yuang, no shield. And he's going to get the double! He's going to get the double and the revive on KBB. And there was some delicious shockwave grenades that just slid down the ramp.
Yuang takes them down. The 4 builds left. I believe there was some help. The shots that came in from that third team getting nearby, which weakened them at first. Yuang gets the cleanup on the last one right there. What a swing for the duo. Shot does come in onto Keys, though, as another fight going down just outside the desert side of the map. Keys and Slacks up against 2.
Running out of materials already, and guess what? These guys are at the farthest point of the storm.
Yep.
So this is not, they can't afford this fight, right? The longer this takes, they're not going to be able to get materials. They're going to be burning all the materials in this fight right now. So they're definitely going to need these elims to make up for it.
That was
and he doesn't get the knock on Landjock.
And Landjock and Punisher went down early last game as well, and it looks like Landjock will suffer the same fate here.
Upgraded combat shotgun, you know he's going to take that. Punisher trying to make some plays here. Still, now it is a 2-on-1 situation. Just need to play the numbers advantage. And again, Storm is about to start moving, so they're going to have to make some plays sooner rather than later.
No ammunition. Very few builds. No shield. This spells disaster, and Punisher goes down, and there's the frustration in the player camera right there. Slacks and Keys, 2 quick eliminations. But you mentioned they can't afford to do that. It takes so much time in that fight. They've got to go very far still. Now over to Neo Tilted, Clicks and Skeptic. In a fight.
Got some shield. Doesn't necessarily want to use this mini to only get a 10. And he looks like he's trying to obviously take some help his teammate out. No, he's getting taken. Is there trap kill? He's gonna get the knock! Unbelievable, incredible place. Bad Sniper goes down, and now he's continuing to branch out. When you guys are in fights like this, you always want to do exactly what he's doing right now, which is branch out, continue to build these little 1x1s with pyramids, try to confuse your opponents of where you actually are healing up.
Skeptic, just 8 builds left. They're trying to stay alive right now. They do have the number advantage. Clicks has time to pop 1 mini, and it looks like they're going to go for it right now. They've made the conscious decision to try to build out, but no. They back up for a moment.
Finally gets a shotgun.
Yep. Shotgun picked up. Grenades now as well. They want to go for the second elimination, and
we take the... Oh my God, we got some trap talk.
Did he just take the L in real life? Did he just take the L in real life? Homie, this is land. This dude's going to come home. No, I'm just kidding.
40?
But the stinks come on in.
Stinks coming in, 22 health left, Campfire down, he has.
Oh, and look who's here!
Third party, hello!
Look who's here! NA puts up the take the L, and EU says, no, no, no! This is the World Cup, baby! I'm gonna show which continent is best. Mitro and Mongrel, full HP, and they storm roll through.
Dueling for Mitro,
Clicks
still
right there.
Down low. Wow, incredible. Look at that kid. gold scar, gold combat, heavy shotgun, or I'm sorry, heavy sniper rifle for taking opponents' walls. Look at, they're just stealing and bum rushing, and that's going to be it.
And there's no shot right there. Skeptic. You saw, hey, putting on a show. I love it. The man does YouTube for a reason. But then also a fantastic player. I think speaks a little bit too soon. Aiden now on your screen. Does knock one. Hasn't finished elimination yet, so still will gain 50 HP if he can get the full. There it is. Now a 2 versus 1. Aiden and Sean. Look at how weak Sean is, though, Ninja.
Sean has absolutely no health. A little bit of shield. Hopefully we're going to drop some minis here. Aiden being the good team that he is. I'm sure he's calling it out right now. But it is also a 2-on-1, and they don't know, we don't know how weak this guy is right now, but if he is weak, they're going to try to trade, and there's a double shotgun shot for over 21 white. Players no shield left. They're going to try to put the pressure on. Sean has health, and look how aggressive they're being. They're both one hit. They could actually trap.
They're going for it. They're saying, you know, you would have thrown the trap down by now. And there it is. And look at the take from Aiden. The jump out to the side, and they'll be rewarded with shields, with materials. And look, Aiden actually, there was 2 big shields. Yeah. Aiden's got the full health.
That's incredible, man.
You see the stats so far in this game. Aiden has done 434 damage, has taken 312, and he's near backup to max health. I know Aiden is a crowd favorite here. Every time the camera goes on, there's a big cheer from this sold-out arena.
For those of you guys who do not know, the Storm Circle is about to update right now. We just saw our second one, forcing everyone out of the north and east side of the map. And also, guess what? Every single llama was found.
Yep.
All 5 llamas have been found, so we have some probably high material players right now.
A lot of rotation.
Oh my god, I can't even... freaking out, man.
You're getting into it.
Looks like a lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're looking around. They're all gone. There's only 1 airdrop that's left, which means a lot of players. It's very difficult, man. Going for airdrops is super risky, but it looks like everyone at the World Cup here is taking their chances.
And what's kind of funny with this zone, as you see it on the bottom right side of your map, the slipstreams are there to basically help everyone get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map easily into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot of damage. And remember, you might think, oh, well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying free damage for Storm Surge when that comes into play, because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching that action. But there's 84 teams, 84 players left still.
Yep. I guess that's a testament to our observers backstage. Great stuff to them. Lucky does take a bit of storm damage right there. Chug splashes in the inventory. And Ninja,
like a dolphin.
Chug splashes have came into this game and they've completely taken competitive by storm. Are they the best healing item currently in this meta?
I think that, there's a lot of items that get added where, not everyone is all unanimous about it, right? Some people do not like it. But let me tell you something about these splashes. I don't think I've ever seen more positive, reactions from an item being added than when chug splashes were added. I mean, nothing but positivity on Twitter. It was absolutely incredible. I woke up to some delightful posts.
Delightful
just some delightful posts.
Yeah.
Those of you guys who don't know what they are, each one splash, they come in packs of 2. You can stack up to 6. They give you 20 health, 4 shield, whatever you're missing.
And they're instant. You throw them down to the ground, and they can be used to heal you and your teammates around you, as well as if you really want to be a troll, your enemies that you've knocked. Here are Mongrel and Micho in the zone, and you talked about this inventory. I'm going to come out and say it right now. There is no way someone in this lobby has a better inventory than what Mongrel has right now. And when you come into this, they were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now, Ninja, where they have a pop-off performance right here. With only 6 games being played after the first 2, they could be your leaders.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from first, man. They didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before placing points were even rewarded. So, Sean in another fight with Quentin and his squad. Sean trying to take some walls here. And he's out of light ammo.
Out of materials.
And he's out of materials. So he can't even spray right now. The only thing you can do is spray an AR, and that's not really going to be effective against top players if you're actually trying to take walls.
Well, the player tried to drop a trap down low to bait Aiden, but Aiden does not fall for it. This seasoned veteran trying to cover his back. Players beginning to spray on through. Stink bombs dropping, and there's one of them. Another shot comes in.
Gets his shield. That's why he went for the thirst.
Yep.
And grabbed the mats. 365 mats now. He is, or more than that. He's got.
They've got to get out of the stinks. They've got to get out of the stinks.
So weak 2.
Look at how weak they are.
And they can get both Sean and Aiden. I think that's exactly what they should. They split up. Now he's trying to take them 1 by 1. Get pushed by more than 1 person.
Quick reaction from Aiden, but this looks like it could spell disaster for the duo. Damage dealt 639. He does go down, though the quick edit comes
making
through.
plays. Now it's up to Sean. Can he clutch it? Only 2 HP. Got some minis. Picked up some ammunition now for his minigun. But looks like Spades is just way more healthy And obviously there's 3 other players who are around him as well. So what's he going to do? Looks like he's going for high ground, smart play, but he's out of mats.
Oh, no,
he does. He's got wood. He's good.
Yeah, we both freaked out.
Going to put himself in a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know, when a brick or a metal pyramid.
Big thing to note. Look at the zone. He has to push. That's it. He has to push. He has 52 health, but the zone is right at his back. He's got to go. Don't even worry about Storm Surge. They're 446 above
as well. Has a shot,
and
he's going to be taken down. I mean, that's just the worst position to be in any competitive game, is being weak, low materials, low health, and being forced to push in.
Every time you watch Aiden and whoever he's playing with, they are always the most aggressive, it appears.
Yes.
If you remember the famous moment, I think for me, arguably one of the most famous moments in Fortnite competitive history was the Nick Merckx and Aiden duo where they made it into the big bonus about a year ago.
Oh my God.
And a crowd popped off. Well, they're always scrappy getting into eliminations. Here, the stat popped up for a second. Aiden and Sean had done 680 damage in the game. The average in the lobby was 80. They were 600 above in this lobby already. Unfortunately, though, when you fight that much, there's a higher chance of you going down. Speaking of potential fights, here's Sizlucky and Brush, who we saw earlier on in the last game at Fatal Fields struggle to stay alive. Now in another tough spot as they're both low on shields and low on health.
Decent rotation items, 2 shadows on the launch pad. Again, I always want to keep stressing that because you guys have some launch pads, even 1 shadow. 1 shadow can get you into another zone, right? Which is going to hopefully get you those placement points that you need, or even put you in a position to get some eliminations. But yeah, as you said with Aiden, we mentioned earlier, are people going to change how they're going to play, right? Are they going to do anything different here at the World Cup? And guess what? I'm pretty sure we can say that Aiden's squad is not doing anything different. They're being incredibly aggressive. They're putting the damage down. And unfortunately, there were just too many players who took advantage that they were weak.
And that was the top 5 leading into this game. You see it updated again right there on your screen of where the leaderboard is at the moment. Mitro and Mongrel staying alive,
in a great spot,
holding this pyramid edit. And for people at home who might not know, he's not exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his build.
Correct. As you guys are peeking through a pyramid, you hit edit on it, you cannot be seen, right? And you can also see through it. It's a very amazing feature. Fortnite Battle Royale.
Fortnite Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience.
Ultimate Battle Royale experience, man. Blue T is in the storm, taking damage, a lot of damage, and he's still going to be rotating. Road taking damage as well. Thomas going to have to make some plays. And there goes Road. He actually just got knocked. 66 players remain, and this storm is kind of moving a little bit away from Pleasant Park. But it's once you have a high ground mountain in play, I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to go north.
There's 3 high ground mountains in play, and
really mixes it up late game.
A drone ship that people can wind up going on top of, and those are brilliant to use.
Oh, absolutely. If you guys can get up on top of those, guess what? You have ultimate high ground on the map without having to place any mats.
Yep.
It's incredible. You can't get sniped from above, and you can deal as much damage as you want. Also, it's incredibly difficult to shoot players that are up there.
100%.
But it's important to know that after the 5th circle closes in, those air vents will stop working. So if you don't have any rotation to get down, glider, redeploy, anything like that, yikes. That's a massive yikes. So you have to pray that someone puts a launch pad down underneath it somehow.
Yep.
And go for it.
Yeah.
Just risk it all.
Most of these teams won't mess that up. Now, we talked about our Game 1 winners, the team that took home the Victory Royale, which is, again, 10 placement points, the max you can get for placement in these games. It was Zayt and Saf, and they're currently set on up in this zone for the moment.
Did they just get the zone as well? Are they the yellow team in the minimap? I mean, they're close enough for sure. I can see. I think, no, actually, no, they got to rotate a little bit, but look, they got 4 shockwave grenades.
Yep. And they'll be all right. They'll be able to make it happen.
Airwax and Peacock, man. Here we go. They have to rotate the farthest. Look at how many stack players are on this side of the lobby right now, and they're all going to have to move very soon.
Yeah. Arkram and Falconer have a tough rotation ahead. Slacks and Keys. Watch them fight a little bit earlier on against Landjock and
to pop
Punisher.
those heals till his teammate comes in.
Yep.
No, he missed one.
Did miss. No, teammate's full. Teammate's full.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. Geez.
Teammate's full.
I was playing with Myth the other day, and he was using a lot of chug splashes without me, so I'm really sensitive on it. Really sensitive.
We'll let you and Myth handle that one. As again, it seems like some tension there, but we continue to move on in this fight. This is game 2 of 6, folks. The matches will be going on throughout the day. 62 players left in this one. 35 duos. And you see Arkram and Falconer. It looks like they did a duo shockwave to try to fly across the map together.
Good teamwork.
As the frantic rotation begins to move on in, more Storm Surge will soon begin to come into play as well.
Jack, I have a question for you, man.
Yes.
Once these circles start closing in, they're so small, what do you think is the play? To rotate in right away once it's revealed if you're far out, or to wait and be the last team?
For me, it completely comes down to what you have left, what you have in your inventory, where you are at the leaderboards as well. If I'm in a position where I know I need to make some ground up on the leaderboards, I want to rotate early and try to begin to spray back on the opponents to get some free eliminations.
Yes.
If you get the zone on you, you begin to just build on up and get that height so you can spray on down as well. In this one, though, again, all comes down to rotation. If you have nothing to rotate with and you're far away, I think you play late and hope someone else drops a launch pad near you and use that community pad to your advantage.
Yeah, and we're looking over here at Yuang, 3 eliminations, sitting here with some very good materials, and definitely a very delicious loadout. Anyone with a heavy sniper and a blue SMG in a combat.
And remember, he started the game in Snobby Shores with that clutch when KBB did go down, so they're still in this one
He
because
still has that beautiful blue combat where he clutched it with, man.
Yes, he does, and all the materials you could ever ask for it. Nearly 100 builds in this one.
You see they're marking right now. I think they have a double heavy sniper combo.
They're either marking double heavy or they're saying, focus this, the zone's closing there.
We're going to find out soon enough. It literally looks like he's marking exactly. He's trying to look and see. Yep,
They do have a double heavy
sniper.
And Ninja called it. The man knows. They see one.
And you guys saw the pyramid. This is exactly what Jack talked about earlier. You need 2 walls, 2 layers protecting you from one of those walls so that double sniper will not take you down.
But they've got the tools, the key to open all doors, as I put it. And this zone, Ninja,
it just moved over a mountain, man.
It just moved onto the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play. But at the same time, Ninja, half of the low ground still in play, so it's not as bad a position for the low ground players. Here's a look at Mongrel and Mitro. Remember, Mongrel did go down early on in the last game. He's got to back on up because he's burning through materials very, very quickly. They're far above this storm surge, so they're good for the moment, and there's the replenish from his teammate in Mitro. 64 total builds left.
Always see them doing this. They always split half and half match with one another, and then they go and collect the others. And it's just a perfect way of making sure that you guys have equal material.
Look at how weak Saf is. Saf just sneaking up through with that shadow bomb. The spray coming in from Mongrel. Stink bomb is hit as well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun firing too. The lobby now picking up quick as we move into our pit zone.
The storm is closing in, and that's going to be forcing everyone to get into where the safe zone is right now. It is moving in towards Pleasant Park. Guys, this is absolutely insane. 51 players still remain, by the way, in a circle this small. They're just trying to get as many limbs possible as people are rotating in.
Mitro on the bottom right of your screen with that minigun has 631 bullets to spray down with Mongrel in a fight. Gets 1 player weak, but does have to back on him.
Didn't get the clutch. Someone else stole the kill from him.
Mitro gets chunked as well.
Still have a launch pad, but again, when you're in a situation like this, low ground, they're getting sprayed with nothing but grenade launcher shots and frag grenades, and they're both going to be eliminated, and Mongrel also, Airwax just went down as well.
And you see Cease in the elimination feed. Does look like, remember early on, Elevate did go down. There's
loot looks so delicious.
They go for it. Zane and Saf, do they do it?
Do you go for it? There's a launch pad there and so many materials.
This is game-changing loot right now. They've got the builds to go for it if they want.
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna make the play.
A gold combat shotgun too, man.
Zane and Saf,
uncontested.
That's one of those risk versus reward plays that can help set them up for 2 victory royales in a row.
Mongrel and Mitro's loot too, man.
Oh, that was
making a
and we know that was juicy loot.
They're making a statement saying, listen, we're from NA, we're here to play. Taking out you really didn't know they took them out, but they're definitely taking their loot.
Yeah, for sure, as they are still above this
still great rotation items too. They both each have a launch pad, both have 2 shotgun grenades, and they're gonna go. He didn't get it though. They try to get both at the same time. Gonna be flying, and this is it. Another massive rotation going to be taken to the center of Pleasant Park. They're 167 damage above the threshold, so they're looking pretty good right now. The question is, are they going to keep mid-ground, go for low ground, high ground? What's the play?
They didn't get the full launch pad. He might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something, which takes him down from having to, fly all the way up and float and get beamed. They're going to challenge high ground right now. Zayt and Saf looking to do what many would think was impossible, which is win back-to-back games in the stacked lobby. Just saw Falconer in the feed as well. Arkram with an elimination too. 19 duos left as we're moving towards the placement points, Ninja, and these duos know exactly that. 3 points if you make it in the top 15, which could be the difference between first and dead last.
What are they going to do? Are they going to prioritize rotation in and not taking damage, or are they going to try to play it a little risky and go for the limbs? If you're going to be going for limbs, definitely open up to a lot of spray, shotgun shots, AR shots, someone suddenly taking the high ground on you. So It all depends on how their play style's going to unfold, man.
Many more duos remaining in this game, unlike the last one. Saint with another elimination right there on a KBB. You got Snappy and Red Rush on the high ground, and Sam
over the play. The high ground
goes to the high ground. Take, will he get it?
He's gonna get it. He has it.
Saint's got high ground. Saint has high ground as they go to try to push for 2 victory royales in a row. Saf is there as well, but Snappy just appeared right behind Saf and shotgunned him down right there.
Zayn right now is going to have to concede to the high ground, giving it to Snappy. And he's just going to have to stay alive as long as possible, try to get some placement points. He is obviously a talented player, top player. He can definitely make something happen, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do.
Cease has been by himself since the first moment of this game when Elevate went down at 98 players remaining, and he's somehow still alive. There goes Mega. You've got Darox and Item on the low ground. Vorwin getting chopped down as well. Zayt with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge for the high ground.
Keys right now being held in the storm with 5 eliminated. He's going to be eliminated from the back. Zayt taken down as well. Snappy still with the high ground. Zex and Vinny and TSM crew looking good, and they're going to take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it to him.
And they just got the high ground. Great use of the shockwave as well. Vinny as well as Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so far. They're putting their names in the hat for potential victory royale in this game.
Go down, right? They want those limbs.
Forwin now with eliminations back to back. 4 players left in this one. Zexro and Vinny spraying from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shockwave into the air. And he's going to drop on down to hype for the moment. The spray coming on in. It's not enough. Zexro and Vinny.
TSM takes game 2 with style. Both alive. You love to see it.
The victory royale and 7 eliminations.
Look at that.
Vinny's hyped, and Zexro looks like
he was stunned.
They forgot his fries on a fast food order. Why am I thinking about food?
Oh my, you know, Jack, it's pretty expected at this point. But God,
it's unreal.
2 NA teams have taken game 1 and game 2, and honestly, I think that we can all say that the teams hyped up the most have been even. Guess what? Mongrel and Mitro, man, they've also been performing well. They still have so many points from eliminations.
Yep.
Oh man, what a great shotgun shot. They were perfectly in sync. They're even jumping and shotgunning at the same time. Vinny, pop off, man. You love the pop off.
So hyped. Zexro's about to start cranking 90s or default dancing in the lobby.
Like he's trying to talk about literally what are they going to do in the next game.
Yeah.
Like that's what that focus is. That reminds me, I've been in this situation before. He grabbed his hand and shook it for himself, man. That's a top teammate, man. Great synergy.
What a start to today's competition. The energy in here is insane. I am looking around and there are thousands and thousands of people filling up the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Again, my name Jack Courage Dunlop, joined by Tyler Ninja Blevins for what is the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. $30 million on the line this weekend. Millions will be tuning on in from across the world. There's so many ways to watch, and we're just 1/3 of the way done with today's action, and it's already been fantastic.
I don't even want it to end, man. I could be here all night. These games are incredible.
Yep.
And just listen, if you guys are watching at home, you guys want to be here, right? You guys want to be competing. Take notes.
Yeah.
Watch these players. Watch how they build. Watch the fights that they take, the way they rotate. And we'll see you guys here next year, man.
Well, guess what? Game number 2 ended with style with the North American duo of Vinny and Zexro taking it there on the floor with none other than Jordan Fisher.
Thank you so much, Courage. I appreciate that. NA showing up and taking care of business. Games 1 and 2, Vinny and Zexro with a fantastic in, both together, which is an incredible thing, right? Walk me through the just in-game for you guys.
So the comms kind of hectic because of the noise, but we're just really good at playing together. Like, we're the longest duo that have played together, so yeah, we just know how to.
Great. Fantastic work, guys. Back to you, Ninja and Courage. JD!
Thank you so much, Jordan. The duo of Vinny and Zexro, you know, they've always been known as being so aggressive.
Yeah.
From all the times we've seen them in these competitive tournaments. While they might be some younger players, they've definitely been around the block here in competitive Fortnite.
Again, you just see them, just like a lot of other talent here, always at the top of the duo qualifiers every single week. Even though they already qualified, they continue to keep playing, and practicing. Guess what? They just took the game number 2. You got to be pumped right now, man. Once you win one of these games, you can't let up, though. Again, and that's why I love that energy. Zex was immediately just, I felt like he was just talking about What are we going to do next? Hey, man, good job. We won that. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Right? How are we going to change, maybe even do better somehow, get more limbs in Game 3?
No, for sure. And they know that. They're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2. Where are things playing on out? It is still Zayt and Sap at the top. Dubs and Mega at 18 points in second. Zexro and Vinny with that performance go from 0 points up to 17, Ninja. And that is the beauty of how this plays on out. Anyone can have a pop-off game and come right back. Mongrel and Mitro still in your top 5, as well as Serpent Hype, Darox, Item, Forwin and Tux, Snappy and Red Rush all there. While Zayt and Sap do have a nice little lead right now, nobody is safe from the rest of this lobby, I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, just take a look at the points, Courage. You got 11 points, right? Benji and Mr. Savage, they fell out of the top 10. But look at that. Storm and Epic Whale, 12 points. Daedra, M11Z, 12 points, 12 points, 12 points. All they need is 2 or 3 points, 2 or 3 extra eliminations right there, and boom, they'll move up 6 places.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's still anyone's game, all right? 2 pop-off games, 1 pop-off game, boom, you're already in the top 5.
Remember, if you get 50th place or 11th place, from that whole time in between, you win $100,000 as a duo.
Still.
But if you go from 10th up to 1st, it jumps all the way to $3 million. So everyone, eyes on that top prize. We are just 1/3 of the way through the action today, but I know we've had a lot of fun up here, Ninja. What an absolute blast. Ladies and gentlemen,
Happy to be here, man.
Can we give a round of applause to Ninja for hopping in for some guest casting? What a great job.
Thank you, man.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Pleasure to be here.
That's going to do it for us for now up here on the caster desk, but I know Zeke is down on the floor with some notes for you all.
Thank you guys so much, man. What an awesome first 2 set of games from Sap and Zayt locking down the lobby to Zexro and Vinny just coming in super clutch. And of course, guys, you've been here. We got to see Ninja. He got to go ahead and commentate some games. So what I want to know from you is, have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed it? If so, let's just let me hear you. You know, that was so-so. Let's pretend I didn't ask. Have you guys been enjoying yourselves? That's what I'm talking about. Obviously, we've got quite a bit more games left to get through, but, you know, if you've been watching for a long time, you know I'm a big fan of everyone that loves Fortnite. It's all about bringing people together. And I like to say Fortnite fam, that's my thing. That's what I do. And, you know, there's actually a lot of people from around the world that have come here to compete, to watch, to be part of all of this. And I thought, what better way to give back to you guys than to teach you how to say Fortnite from all around the world. So in just a moment, we're going to take a look at a video, and I can't wait because this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. A lot of work went into making this happen, so I can't wait for us to watch this together. Let's take a look.
Hello Fortnite fam.
포트나이트 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
Riyad Fortnite team, yeah.
Jag har lite Rio.
Vad kör Fortnite-folk? Jag är fan Fortnite.
What's up Fortnite fam?
포트나이트 팬 여러분들
안녕하세요.
What's up Fortnite fam? Hey, John Fortnite fam. What's up Fortnite fam?
Was geht, Fortnite-Freunde? What's up, Fortnite fam?
Yo, what's up Fortnite fam? Are you trying to do the floss?
Sorry, I'm texting. What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up Fortnite fam?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up Fortnite fam? You got ready for tonight?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
G'day Fortnite fam.
Bonjour, comment ça va les fans de Fortnite?
G'day Fortnite fam. Cheer up Fortnite fam. What up boys?
That was even better than I thought it would be. Just embrace it. We, as a collective, are the Fortnite fam. Get used to it. We're here to stay. Now, guys, you know, there's a few more things I want to take a look at before we hop back into the next game. One of the things to kind of do if you're here or if you're at home, you've been watching, Ninja actually had a pretty dope hoodie, a World Cup kind of exclusive hoodie. Would you like one of those things? Would you like one of the crazy World Cup shirts that we have? You can totally get your hands on one. Head on over. retailroad.com. Get yourself a nice shirt. We've got some hoodies. We've got hats. We've even got the little drone that's the battle bus. It looks amazing. The top balloon is actually the drone, so you've got the bus that's literally flying around. You best believe I'm going to pick one up and mess around with my family. They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's some on your screen. Also, that drift shirt, by far, my favorite piece of merchandise ever. Those of you that really do know me, you know I love Drift. He's easily my favorite character. But just some cool things. If you're looking to get some World Cup exclusive thing, go ahead and take a look. Now, for those of you who have also been watching kind of all 10-week qualifiers long, you know we love Golden Boy. And there's actually one thing specifically he was kind of telling people as we were going through interviews. And that was, hey, when we get to New York, you're going to be in my hometown. Let's catch up and get a slice of pizza. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Zeke, what about like everyone else? Why is it just Golden Boy? Well, he's a Golden Boy and he's selfish and he wanted the pizza all for himself. Get called out. That's right. Now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer. They went out for some pizza. They had a night on the town. So let's take a look together and check this out.
New York City. We got the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the Empire State Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. I couldn't be more excited about the greatest Fortnite players from around the world coming to my hometown to duke it out. But before the action started, I took World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe, Waypoint.
What's up, boys? Hey. Welcome to Waypoint. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. All right, fellas, let's go and grab a drink.
Let's go.
All right. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in my hometown, New York City. Thoughts on it so far? Chinkin, we'll start with you.
Hot,
okay.
A lot of people.
Yeah, hot and a lot of people. I'm sorry, but also welcome to New York. That's kind of the way it is out here. Where are you from in Austria?
Austria, like I'm near Salzburg.
And the population?
40K.
I think it was like 40,000 people in the train that you were in on the way here.
Probably. Like,
yeah, so,
there was so many people.
Now I want to talk about the competition at hand because obviously this is going to be the biggest opportunity, I would imagine, of your lives. You're going to be playing in front of a massive crowd. Is there a way as a player that you prepare for that?
I don't think like there's a way to like prepare for it.
Yeah.
But try to like calm down, not get like nervous, not get shaky and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we should be good. Like.
It's still crazy having like a live crowd.
Yeah.
I try not to take tournaments like too seriously. If I play relaxed, I feel like I do better. I remember when everyone's like, this guy looks like he's just chilling on his couch at home, the casters, and it was like, I was just relaxed, you know, and I feel like I played better.
Okay, so gentlemen, we're gonna be heading off to some different sites around the city. We're gonna go to Washington Square Park, so let's go and check it out. So now here we are in Washington Square Park, gentlemen. And I love the fact that we've conveniently set this up. I don't know what these pieces would symbolize.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure. Is it like king or queen? While we have this here, let's talk about competition. You guys are potentially going to be facing off against each other. Have you thought about that now?
I don't know. I just don't want to feel the L2 spam like.
Oh, you don't want to feel the L2 spam?
I've watched them play a little bit. Him and Stompy, they're very like. I've seen them play aggro before. It's pretty scary. So if you have chemistry where you can play without even talking, you guys know what you're gonna do. That's like, a team like that's gonna win. So
what you guys are gonna experience this weekend. This is the first Fortnite World Cup. You're going to be playing for millions of dollars, potentially. Has that even set with you guys yet?
Even if it's not me, I'm thinking there's going to be millionaires after this tournament. Yeah. There's going to be millionaires.
Life-changing money.
I try not to be, I'm not like greedy about it or anything. It's really nice to see like people that nobody know about and they could just blow up off of this.
All right, I'm going to dive more into that, but I think it's time to get a slice of pizza. Take you out for a good pizza. We'll get some pizza. To give everyone pizza. Yeah, I'm gonna show up with 2 giant boxes of pizza. Say I won't, Bala. Say I won't. And I kept telling people, hey, I want to get a slice of pizza with you, you know, all the players, and they all ignored me, you know? So thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Obviously, this has been an incredible journey for you all. You're now on the precipice of one of the biggest events in the history of all competitive gaming.
I'm happy that it was a fair chance for everybody, you know, open qualifiers.
Yeah.
You could have no exposure, but if you're good, you get in the tournament. So yeah, I'm just really thankful to be here, and I'm going to enjoy my time here.
Yeah, we just try to like make our fans happy. I'm really looking forward to play on the stage in front of 100,000 people.
Do you feel like the fans and how they've been supporting you all on this road to this, do you feel like that adds a little bit to this pressure?
Honestly, it gives just more support for me. I feel more like happy to be here when there's all these people, whether they're rooting for me or other players. Fortnite's grown so much, and I just can't wait to see all like the crowd, and I know it's going to get bigger and bigger every event. So,
fellas, best of luck at the Fortnite World Cup this weekend. Seriously, nothing but the best for you. But we're in the thick of things here in New York, so I think we got to get some more pizza. You guys down? All right, let's do it.
New York's got everything, and this weekend, most importantly, it's got the Fortnite World Cup. Now that these two have had their slice, let's see how they handle the competition.
Good guy, golden boy. You gotta love him. You can't not. He's just the best, and it's really cool that he got to go out, hang out with Aiden, get some pizza, and, you know, just tour New York. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now, guys, there is actually a dynamic duo that we want to talk to. We actually have Jordan Fisher standing by. He's going to be chatting with Nix and PF Zin. These guys qualified back from the Brazilian region. They've got some things to say. So, Jordan, let's go over to you.
Thank you, my friend. I've got Nix and PF Zin here. Nix, you have been absolutely dominating in the last few weeks, especially where the solos and the duos are concerned, being the first Brazilian player to qualify for the World Cup. Can you talk to me a little bit about the dynamic that the two of you share as partners?
Nix, você estava dominando nas últimas semanas, principalmente para os qualifiers da World Cup. Você pode falar um pouco sobre a dinâmica de vocês?
Eu e o PFzinho costuma jogar bem agressivo e tentar pegar o máximo de eliminações possível.
PFZ and I, we try to play as aggressively as possible and get as many eliminations as we can.
As you should in the name of Battle Royale. Right now, PF Zin, you seem to balance out the fiery kind of loose cannon nature of Nix, who is obviously a dominant player, you know, kind of helping him set up for a solid end game. What's it been like to work with such a young and fiery player like Nix?
PFzinho, você parece que você consegue contrabalançar o estilo bem incendiante do Nix. Então, como é que é isso para você fazer esse lado mais balanceado da dupla?
Basicamente, eu tenho uma role de suporte, então eu meio que fico nas backlines e ele vai na frente. Quando a gente tem o high ground, por exemplo, ele tem a função de ficar embaixo matando todo mundo e eu controlando o high ground. Basicamente é um lado mais estratégico, enquanto ele é o lado mais agressivo.
Basically, I have more of a support role. Whenever we're in high ground, I'm just more in the background supporting him. Like he has a more aggressive role.
Setting him up.
Yeah.
To fire the loose cannon at the end. It reminds me of the very W key in a West that I play on all the time, and that has really, you know, just got me cranking my 90s on a regular basis. You know about that courage, right? Am I right? Back to you.
Whoa. Jordan, it's back to me. Come on, courage. He's just found the chicken parmesan. Someone whispered the word and he went running. You hate to see it. Also, big shout out to Nix and PF Zin. I actually chatted with Nix very quickly. He walked up and was like, "Hi, I'm Nix." And I'm thinking, this guy knows how to talk. So I talked a bunch of stuff, told him how much I loved him. Turns out he didn't understand any of it. So I had to get a translator and tell him that I love him. But that's how things go. Now, of course, guys, I know what you want. You want more games. We have 4 more on deck. So I think for now, we're going to send it back up to Golden Boy and Monster. They're going to get us into these games. So how's CJ Mike Realm? Play us in.
right. Huge shout out to DJ Mike Realm, spinning the ones and twos here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Golden Boy alongside Masa Face Boricua Boys back at it again, looking to bring you the fun as we have games 3 and 4 on deck. And so far, this has been one of the most exciting events I've ever been to. That game 1 was ridiculous. Game 2 did not disappoint as well, Monster.
No, it didn't. I thought for a second there we're going to see back-to-back performances from Zay and Sap. And I mean, we honestly did. Everyone that was in the top 10 contestant, even Miz and Daedra, they were performing. We saw them cut it all the way through. And it's that level of consistency that's going to cut the difference in making it all the way through the top 10 and being a World Cup winner.
What I've loved seeing is that standings page, top 10. International through and through. You got the Japanese players popping off, European players popping off, players from New Zealand. Everyone's putting in every little bit they can. But folks, it's now time for game number 3. The players are all loaded up in the battle bus, and we are about to take off. Let's see who's going to get that much closer to raising the trophy and being your Fortnite World Champions of Duos. Here we go.
Keep it going, Golden Boy, because we are jumping into game 3 as these cameras populate. Your favorite competitors are here. They've made it this far. It's the duo competition. If you were nervous before, hopefully they kicked the bucket over this little break here, and they're back, and they're recuperating.
I know I practically kicked the bucket after Vinny and Zexro won game 2, man. I was feeling it, man. It was nuts. And there they are on your screen. So the drop for the bus here, it's going to be a north to south one going right over that ice biome. It's going to cut pretty much center of the map there. And Vinny and Zexro, I'm very happy that they're performing this well, Monster. This is a duo that had so much success. Even going into the World Cup qualifiers, we all were like, yeah, this is a duo that definitely should make it. This is a duo that, hey, they could even win the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then tragedy struck as Zexro had a few problems with you know, arthritis and different things with his hands. And I'm make sure I'm getting that right. And I'm just bummed out about that. Good to see them here showing up, man. That's huge.
I mean, that's what you expect of our competitive veterans, specifically Zexro, Vinny. They go back to as many of the LAN tournaments that we've seen, as does Zay and Sap. But anyways, look, in here we have UN KBB. He's going to take down Mexi. Is Scram close by? Is he close enough? And this is a battle going down in Snobby Shores. So off the rip here, we have players getting dropped. That's actually going to be our first elimination. Lucky for us to catch that one. But there's shots coming in from the Viking Island right up above. And he just kind of turns a corner, sweeps him up, catches that full elim there. So that's his now. We got a little toe-to-toe action here, Golden Boy.
Very rough situation to be in here, but Zexro now looking to engage in this one. Potentially here is going to have... We're going to go over to his POV now. Kind of get, it's a little wild, man. It's like just getting the bearings all together here, I think, for the players as well. That moment where they can just have that conversation. What are they going to do? How are they going to just implement their strategy going into the next game? What is that strategy going to be? Do you mix it up? Do you change your drop spots? These are things that are going to be so important for these players. The time that they can take to just communicate with one another. Now, Scram looking to be potentially in a world of hurt here. We heard from Nix, PF Zin earlier on. This is the Brazilian duo. I don't think they know that. Yes, Scram, they're going to be on the hunt for him. So they know that he's around here. They're just trying to sniff him out.
Yeah, and if you were in the players' lounge, you could feel the tension, specifically when we brought up the Brazilian duos, the Brazilian players. These guys qualified, and they qualified with heavy elimination. Nix especially being one of our only players to like literally qualify as hard as you can in the, you know, for the weekend.
He was at it each and every week. You constantly saw him at the top every single time. It was so impressive, and also qualified for solo, so we'll be seeing Nix tomorrow. And then you got Scram. He's got 2 eliminations, but he's just hiding this one out. He hears them making all that ruckus, all the noise around him, and Scram just does not want to give up his position. Perhaps he grabbed his teammate's reboot card. He's maybe looking for that play. But Nix and PF Zin, they have to have an idea of where he's going to be located here.
Yeah, he does not want to give up his position here. He's actually just hiding in the basement right now, hoping that these guys just kind of blow by like dust in the wind right here. As Nix and PF Zin, they think it's clear. They think it's all good because they came in and they just wrapped up one of the other players. They actually didn't initiate the battle against Mexi and Scram here. So Scram might just get lucky and be able to kind of sneak on by as he hears this powerhouse duo, this Brazilian duo, kind of loot their way through and make their way to the zone soon.
And loot they definitely will, because they're getting a lot of resources out of this. Scram over in the distance. He's going to be out of there, but now we're making our way over to the action. It's happening with 7SSK7. Got Spades and Crims now looking to push on for this fight here, potentially. Got some shots going off. Crims is going to play that overlook position. Getting challenged there and trying to use that advantage from the download, a little bit of that right hand, right? Just see if you can get a peek in there. Does get tagged up, Crims. Guy does back away there. Does manage to build out. And Spades is going to force him out. There you go. So they're just right now playing for that positioning, and I like the fact that they're using these, the natural high grounds, right? Get to the top, hold it down. Don't really focus too much on just trying to get in their face quite yet. Give yourself that moment of opportunity and really get a lay of the land, and then going for the engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. The best duos will try their best to isolate their opponents, really force them into, very weird situations like this, force the 1v1s, and hopefully get those free shots and then pursue the push here. So again, look at how now they're split up again. So Spades and Crims are doing a great job here pressuring and isolating their opponents right now. And so far, they're definitely dictating the pace of battle here.
Yeah,
that's what they want to continue to do.
They're suffocating them. Plain and simple, right? Not let them get any kind of movement there. I mean, Jamside and 7SSK7, they're having a conversation of what the play is. What is the movement going to be? But Crims and Spades are not going to allow them that opportunity to breathe. That's going to be the down there. Crims managing to knock down Jamside. He's looking for 7SSK7 around the corner, and that's going to be the elimination registered. Both players are going to be out of there. And a big win there for Crimson Spades.
What a clean push right there. Crimson Spades have so much to prove here, because when they qualified, they were kind of looked down on, like, wait a second, was it luck? Was it not? No, they're here to show it off and show why they're at the World Cup Finals. But now, hopping back with Miz and Daedra, we saw them have a great game one, came out top 10, and they're still in the running. They're in about the top 10 right now as well, based off of eliminations. Not necessarily picking up too many placement points. They're heavily dependent on just piping up these players at these points of interest, and looks like Lucky Landers is theirs right now.
And they'll have that, but let's see. Miz and Daedra, they linger about it. I love the fact that you go to this hot spot here, so there is going to be a bunch of free items that you're going to be able to pick up on. Also, you're going to have that circle advantage. It's right there, so you don't got to worry too much. You can continue to focus on looting. High ground has been lost, though. Miz needs to be careful. Where's Daedra at? He's going to be right next to him, trying to get these angles.
So what they have to do, they have to stick together, looking for the sound cues right here. Can they find their opponent, catch a nice little low ground peak right here? Low ground is definitely underrated. If you can just kind of peek out, catch a big shot, you're almost guaranteed a headshot, which is a big multiplier.
Yeah, players don't really think about that, right? Like you always see Fortnite players go after the high ground. That's the bread and butter for a lot of players that play this game. But you know better than most that the low ground can pay dividends for you if you know how to take advantage of that positioning, and maybe some overzealous players to try and get aggressive on you. You got Gustavo along with Wishy.
I'm actually very interested to see if Gustavo's going to lead this push here, because specifically between these two players right here, this duo, this Brazilian duo, Gustavo doesn't necessarily lead the pushes. It's Wishy. Wishy's the aggressive one here. So he has the ultimate high. He's always looking for the shot. What are they going to do? It's just a nice standoff.
Yeah, and that's this whole event, right? Players have just been very cautious about what they want to do. They are not trying to get too aggressive in these fights. They know what's on the line here. Millions in prizing is on the line. You do not want to make a bad decision. Be one of those teams that are eliminated out early on. But Gustavo's going to be putting shots down. Focusing this player, forcing him to actually build up. He has no builds to work with as well. 19 HP remaining, and just a hope and a prayer, but unfortunately for him, that was not going to be enough there. Gustavo's out. Wishy isn't going to happen for him either. And Miz, he's feeling it. That's going to be 2 elims for this duo.
You gotta love the snarky little smirk right there on his face when you get those 2 points.
Smirky.
Feels so good.
It's really good. It feels really good. And then Volks and Parpy. And look at this. Parpy actually dealing with this battle. And this other player that actually got the high ground against him was focus firing on